Well, what do you say we get into a little bit of a stream? We're doing it. You're seeing it. It's in front of your face right now, whether you choose to believe so or not. It's all here. It's all happening. News at 11. Funemployed is one hell of an entry for a single sentence horror story. You're not wrong. You ain't wrong. I actually was like, because, you know, I've been talking about or thinking about changing my name on all of these streaming sites for quite some time now. And I thought Funemployed would actually kind of be a funny one. It could be an interesting. I bet it's taken though. Like that just seems too punny to not be taken. But it's like, okay, well, I'm unemployed, but you know, at least we're gonna have a little bit of fun doing it. I bet it's taken. Actually, I could verify that right now. But you know, like Durf was funny. It was funny for a bit. It was actually meant to be like a placeholder. And then the fact that there's like so many other Durfs out there. Some are literally Durf Gibbles. They stole the name. I've gone through the story as to why. Durf was one of my hundreds of silly names that I had created. And that one just kind of stuck. And it was like, well, I got to change my name. So that was kind of, again, meant to be like a placeholder. I thought I was going to change it. And I think I was going to change it like immediately. And then I realized Twitch doesn't let you change immediately. So I think I had to like change it a couple months from then. And then I could never land on something that I actually really wanted to do. So anyway, Funemployed. That's gotta be taken, right? It absolutely is. You know, good on them. They got 28 followers. They got a nice like background, you know, very, very nice, very pleasant looking, kind of just like postcard looking. Now I don't know if they made it themselves or if they generated it with AI, but nice colors, good font, good type font. Anyway, so go follow them, I guess, because they're Funemployed. All right. But anyway, let's get into a little bit more Metal Gear Solid. I do need my controller, which I placed over here in my little whatever you call it, my bindle, because you know all of my gear, all of my stuff is all my possessions are right here in this alleyway because I am unemployed. So yeah, that would be kind of interesting. I could see that being bad or abused because, like, let's say somebody like Total Biscuit, for instance, he died, and like, you know, he's not logged in, but you probably don't want somebody impersonating that or taking that, like, or let's say they leave Twitch or they get banned. Like there's some things there that maybe, I don't know, and maybe that's even just the way to do it. Somebody who is, let's say, partnered, like I'm not partnered. If I'd stopped streaming for 5 years, then again, like if it was, I don't know, like I could own the rights to it and just not be streaming. I could have moved to YouTube. I could have, so like, but I do agree. And there are times where, like, literally on Twitch, I'm not even Durf Gibbles because somebody stole that and they used the picture that I used for my Steam profile. So anyway, like, I would have preferred to have that name. But anyway, but yeah, it would be nice if there was a method to do it, or at least to, I don't know. And I guess you could always send a message like, hey, could you change your name, or could you give it to me, or could you, I don't know, you probably could, but anyway, doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. But I didn't even check. That person had 28 followers, and it hadn't said that they streamed recently. They might have created Funemployed, and then, like, I made a Twitch account at one point because I was going to do like a joint thing. It was going to be like me and friends, so it was like I forget the name of it. I'd have to look it up. I think I might know what it is, but I'm trying to think if I actually made a Twitch account for that or just like set up a Discord or something. Anyway, but I had a couple ideas of like, oh, well, this isn't just me streaming. This is like me and my brother, or me and my friend, or me and this gal that I knew. Like, you know, we were thinking about doing something like that. So I literally at one point made a Twitch account of a name to try to, you know, and then we never once streamed on it. So it's like somebody should be able to take that name and like Funemployed. Again, maybe they're active, but it wasn't recent at least, and they didn't have like a large following or anything. So then again, I don't think they should have to give that name up. So it's tough. It's a tough subject. Anyway, so if you're joining us, we are back in the Metal Gear Solid realm. We're going to do a little bit more of this. I forget exactly where we left off. We destroyed the Hind D. We got out of prison, or out of the jail. We destroyed the Hind D, and we killed Sniper Fox. But what else did we do beyond that? I don't exactly remember. Oh, Alaska, the Bering Sea. You guys can't Bering Sea that yet. Now you can. Hey! That was a bad joke, but I'm gonna say it. Let me know how it sounds. I watched like 30 seconds of my VOD. I just clicked on to my channel or whatever, and it was playing, and I clicked to a spot, and I don't think you guys could hear the audio at all. Like, it was really loud for me, and now looking over, it should be much louder for you. Why is this not? Oh, my controller's not on. I'm like, why the heck isn't this working? That's weird. That's strange. Oh, I might have to relaunch. Yeah. All right. You know, I'm a professional streamer. What can I say? I know what I'm doing. But anyway, hope y'all are doing well. Just having, a little bit of fun here. Just like like is always the expectation. I don't have any. I don't expect anybody to really show up, but if somebody does, new people, old viewers, whatever it may be, that's great. I just thought, hey, I got nothing to do today. I applied to a couple positions, checked in on my status on a couple other positions where, they have a submission portal you can sign into. And anyway, no traction. I they still have not been reviewed. Some of those I literally applied for yesterday, and another one I applied for on Friday. So I wouldn't necessarily expect any response, but I am hoping that I get something. I would like to have a job. I would like to not be unemployed. I would like the fun part, but being unemployed is not exactly quite my tempo. Okay, I remember where this is. We got to go through this, and then we still need to kill Raven. Hey, how's it going there, SG? That's funny. I just saw... I just didn't even realize. I literally saw boo, and I thought that was King Cat saying boo to me saying that nobody responded to me, to my submissions. I didn't realize. Well, how's it going? How's life treating you? If you caught the beginning of that, my life could be going better. Could certainly be worse, but hey, that's life. This is Walgreens. Sponsored by Walgreens. No, now we could really use a sponsorship, because, if I could actually get sponsored, maybe I would be not employed, but that would be my job to be I don't know. You've been unemployed for over a year. See, I hate hearing that kind of stuff, because literally I'm applying for a lot of jobs. I got laid off because of, AI literally taking over jobs. Not even my job, just all jobs, and they're restructuring as a result. Wow, this kind of sucks. That's a lot of dudes. And anyway, I see some posts from people that are literally the kind of positions I'm looking for. And I saw something, there's a lot of positions available. I'm seeing them, I've applied for, I don't know, not a bunch, but, there's plenty I see. And I'm like, that requires me to move to a place I don't want to. Or, oh, that pay is way too low. Or, it doesn't quite align, or whatever it may be. There's plenty of jobs I'm not applying for, but I've applied for, I don't know, 10 to 20. I lost track. It's hard to say, but I see other people in the same position, and some of them literally in the same line of work as me, which is a little bit specialized. And I saw one person, they said, yeah, I've been applying to X number of jobs over the last 9 months. Haven't even had an interview. Wow, that's awful. I do have an interview on Wednesday, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, people are literally just applying. And another person was like, yeah, same boat. I've been unemployed for the last year. And now hearing that you've been unemployed for a year, I don't want to belabor the point too much. I don't want to make it seem all woe is me. I'm not actually homeless. But if I don't have a job in a year, that's going to be a problem. I have savings. I have I'm not destitute. I'm not actually poor. But if I don't have a job in a few months, that's really going to grate on me. If I don't have a job in a year, I'm going to have to start thinking about selling my home and moving into an apartment, then what can I do with my dog? Or, buying a much, worse house or something, downgrading, which is not what you want to do. I bought a pretty nice, at least for a first single dude, household. I would prefer to move up in the world, bigger house, bigger, nicer, area, bigger yard, all of those things. And it just, that seems not likely. So again, first world problems, and I'm doing okay, and I'm trying to keep positive, but man, it is tough. But that's the thing. Certain apartments, and I don't want to rent because then you have no equity. Crap hits the fan, you can't sell it. Now you're just evicted. And yes, I need Heidi to be able to continue to eat. I need her a place to sleep, all that. And certain places won't allow you to have big pets. She's a big dog. You can have cats and sometimes little dogs, and I wonder, can I even find, I need her to be able to have a place, and ideally a yard, but that's not essential. But anyway, so just a lot of things like that. I guess that's also it. I don't even know how that works. So you're a nonprofit. So how do you, if you have a job, how do you get paid? I guess because it can still be funded. Money's still changing hands. People aren't, now you can do nonprofit, you can volunteer for a nonprofit and not get paid. But anyway, that's interesting. Well, hey, that's honestly great though, because if you're, we had Pink Sparkles here yesterday, who has multiple kids, and her kid was turning 4 today, so good on the kid. But she was talking about she has a job, and she was actually looking for another job. So we didn't get into it too much, but I assume that means hours aren't great, or the pay's not as good as you'd like. But hey, congratulations, getting married. That's a huge thing. I've certainly never been there. That has not been in the cards for me, unfortunately. But hey, you found yourself a hopefully good dude and happy family and whatnot. And the fact that he has a wonderful job, in theory, if it's all for what you want to do, but a lot of people, you can be a stay-at-home mom, or you can be a, just do whatever, if it's a really good job. We were actually talking about this yesterday, Pink Sparkles and I, she has to have a job because she has kids, and, you have to be able to support them. But if I had a wife, I would really prefer, and I know we were talking about this, I know it's, not very woke of me. It's not very, or it's misogynistic of me to say, but no, I don't want my wife to have to work. I made pretty good money, and I could support a family off of that. And that would be ideal. Now, if the wife wants to work, I guess that's fine, but it'd be harder to have kids when you have 2 people working. But anyway, it's just one of those things. I ideally don't want my wife to have to work. If she wants to, fine. She has passions or something. But I don't know. Depending on the job, a lot of jobs aren't something you're passionate about. It's just hey, it's a means to an end. I liked my job a lot. It was very cushy. It was well paying. But at the same time, if I could have just been independently wealthy, I just would have streamed constantly, or I would have made music again, or I would have, or both, or I would have, fished a whole lot more. There's a lot of things I would do. If I didn't have to work, I wouldn't. He has an opinion. Quick, jump him. Yeah. He has an opinion. Get out of here. But it is one of those things where, for whatever reason, people find that to be oh, that's super patriarchal. And it's okay, whatever. Shut up. It's patriarchal for me to want to be able to provide for my family. Oh, traditional gender roles. That's bad. Okay, I guess if you're going to just think everything's bad, I guess think it. My gosh, these guys are incredible. Okay, you know what? Wow, get out of here, dude. This is bad. We are not in a good way. I do not have enough rations for this. And they're... Oh, I could be using body armor. I just remembered. All right, I need that ammo. Thank you. There's going to be more, right? No, maybe that was it. Okay. Yeah, how dare he wants to make other people be happy. That's it. I would just like to allow other people to live their life. And You know, again, because that's what I would want for me. I don't want to have to work, but I will work because, you know, we all got to make a living. And if I didn't have to because I'm married, oh, golly, I'm just talking, not being very stealthy here. If I could just marry rich and, you know, she didn't have to work and I didn't have to work, that'd be ideal too. I'd be okay with that. Oh, wow. See, that sucks. I don't really know how that works as far as, you know, I've worked contracts, so I guess it's just one of those things like they're like, yeah, we moved on. That's unfortunate. But when it comes to like medical related stuff, that's not, like, that just sucks. I don't know what else to say. See, I don't know anything about blood pressure. I feel like my parents will talk about like, oh man, I had really low or high blood pressure or whatever, or they'll say, man, what's your blood pressure? And they say the numbers, and I'm like, I don't know what that ever means. Those sound like very large numbers. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. What the hell? I'm just... Stop. Lay down. Oh, my gosh. I am not paying attention to this game. And apparently, I am just suffering as a result. Okay, so there's claymores all around. Turns out I have all the claymores in the world, so... Oh, man. I'm just glad I have blood pressure. Yeah, if you don't have blood pressure, like, at all, I'm not gonna say that that's... I mean, I'm no doctor. I don't actually know, but I feel like that's maybe a negative thing if you have zero blood pressure. I guess I'd take high blood pressure over that, but not too high, because then you end up having no blood pressure, turns out. Yeah, I'm not a doctor. I could be a doctor now. I don't think that's just something you can just do. Like, well, I'm a doctor. I printed out I've got some good Photoshop skills and like Illustrator and Figma and all that. Oh, God. Stop shooting at me. So I guess my thought is I could just, make one. I could make a diploma or something. I could make it look real professional. The problem with that, I feel, is though that might be considered fraud. Yeah. Dr. Gibbles. Don't start a practitioner in Germany. Does Gibbles mean anything? Oh, are you talking about like, isn't it like Goebel or something like that? Wasn't that... Or does that mean something that I'm unaware of? Yeah, isn't that the World War II, like, Angel of Death or something? No, that's Dr... No. Mengele? Something? I don't know. Anyway, I'm a little rusty on all that. Wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's good. It's good to like your job, and he loves his job, so that's awesome. And I feel like being a physics and calculus tutor, I mean, unless AI just gets to the point where nobody needs to know any amount of... Can I not shoot these things? I thought you could. Oh, you can punch them. Okay. Because that makes sense. I'm just punching birds. Stop punching the birds!
I've got something to tell you about
I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter. Can you guys hear the audio this time?
Conversation secure?
Don't worry. The monitor's off.
Worry.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in
Oh, okay, because yesterday I don't think you guys could hear it at all.
didn't know that.
It's on me. I could hear it.
Point.
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI.
About the fact that she said she
And then
dated
going
that one
undercover to
guy.
investigate the mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
What did you say?
No, I can't hear you. What did you say?
Me. Why would she lie about
Why
it?
would she lie about it?
She might be a spy.
She might be a spy.
Ridiculous. Come on, even a high school student could see past it. The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist.
I don't remember this at all.
Her father was Japanese.
Yeah.
Well, that
I don't remember her. She does not look even remotely Japanese, if I'm remembering correctly.
The undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even
The thing is, as a kid, I skipped so much of this dialogue because I was just like, let's kill some more dudes.
not New York. But
And I know that Naomi is hiding some stuff from me, and I wish she wouldn't, you know, because it's just really messing up our relationship at this point. You know, and I think we're ready to go to the next step.
I don't know. Either that or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out
Metal
anything,
Gear.
I'll call. In the meantime,
Like, stop saying that. Why are you saying that constantly, Snake? Yes. All right, so we gotta face Raven or whatever his face is. Bald Man Jones with a tattoo. Jacked Man Tattoo Man. Jacked bird boy with the tattoos and such. Okay, I'm not feeling all that hot right now. My health is not doing well. Nikita missiles, okay, C4. They're really setting me up for this boss battle. I would like some more rations, though. Ooh, there's one. Yeah, I might just pop a ration. Do we just get out the Nikita? We can't use it yet, so I guess that's not worthwhile. I might be able to help you out with the project. I mean, I am Funemployed, so I guess technically I mean, as long as I can do it from a back alley, you know, as long as, like, the materials would be in this bindle of mine, maybe I could help. I don't know. Because I took all of my possessions, put them in that, and set off for the open roads. Okay, level 6. Let's get in here, get our rations out again. I do appreciate that. Funemployed clown. Yeah, that could work. I like that.
Cossack, this is the end of the road.
Did he just call me? Is that a racial slur? What was he doing? Can you guys cancel him? Not me.
They agree. How dare you kill my friend?
Oh, why would you?
Ravens aren't scavengers like most people.
Is he saying that because I specifically punched those birds? I wonder if that's different dialogue. I actually,
Sometimes they even attack wounded.
I wish I could have, like, saved right before.
The M1 tank must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
He's like, oh yeah, big.
The Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment.
The sad truth is, SG, with AI, like, that could be probably incredibly easy to create. You have all the resources, like, in an MCP server or something, utilize Claude Code to just, like, I hate to say it, like, that'd probably be very easy to make. And that's the crux of the matter. AI is actually very good at some of those things. And things like chatbots, we made multiple at my company to, like, help out with, like, specific tasks or whatever it may be. Or, like, you know, in my line of work. Anyway, it's...
I don't have any crows.
Yeah, you're right there, King Cat. The minigun should be bigger, you know, for him. It's a little too small. To be proportionate, we'd need a much larger backpack and or... look at that backpack, which I assume is just all of his ammo.
Indian Olympics.
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at.
Killing people.
The ear pull.
Don't be
It
pulling
is an
ears.
event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold.
Ew.
It tests spiritual as well as
Ears are not...
strength.
There's not much tensile strength there.
There's ears.
You just pull each other's ears. Like, you're going to be pulling ears off. That guy's jacked.
Rejoice,
So is
Snake.
Snake.
Ours will be a glorious battle.
I don't know. They're talking about muck tuck eating. They're talking about, like, dog sleds or something. I don't know. They were talking about Inuit activities. I don't know. I actually have no idea. Are there any explosives around here? Nope. Okay. What I'm gonna do is set some mines on the ground, some claymores, and then absolutely forget about them. Okay, Stinger missiles. I'm gonna place one right here. I don't know if that's gonna work well. But yeah, so now if he comes up from behind, And I think I'm going to start getting some Nikitas going. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, shoot. He's getting close to me. That's a problem. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he? Oh, got him. All right, he's going to come down this way. If he comes down this way, I got him. Ooh, if he goes that way, though, that's bad. That's a bad time. Because I need a way out. You know, I need a way to not get trapped here by my own. Get him. This guy's a chump. All right. Let's see. I could also... I mean, this is working, but maybe I just set up a claymore. Like here. Like the second he starts running this way. What are you doing? Come this way, Chief? Come this way there, bud? I think he is. Nope. Apparently not. What's going on there, bud? You getting a little stage fright? Getting a little, I guess we'll just hit him with this if we can. The Nikitas are working. Yeah. Nikitas are working. All right, sorry. I gotta look at chat a little bit here. I gotta catch up. I'm doing a little too much mustard over here. All right, that was bad, but whatever. Yeah, and again, SG, like that's something that I hate to say it because like AI literally replaced myself and a lot of very talented designers and developers very recently, and it's going to get worse. Like I know a lot of tech companies are laying people off by the thousands, and pouring through those kind of data sets is something that AI is pretty darn good at. Like if you just say, here's a JSON file of raw data, give me points about it, or tell me this, or do this with it, track all of it. Like, it is pretty darn good at that. So I do think that is certainly something that you could deal with. And like I said, with an MCP server or something like that, you just update those files to indicate the law changes or say, like, look to this now. I hate to say it, but it's pretty darn good at that stuff. So, SG was in an ad at the time, so I might have, depending on when you heard that, when I started talking, might have just missed all that. Okay, let's get the claymores out again. Where's this guy going? What does he think he's doing? We're gonna set up another thing here. So I just know to not go to the extremes of these areas, and then we'll probably be fine. How's it going there, Cudzy? I do have a Discord. You can always add that or, find me on there or whatever. What the heck is this guy doing? But hey, thank you for joining. I do appreciate it. Hope you're having a good time watching me be a silly lad on the internet. Oh, God! I didn't realize everything sucks. Turns out. Ooh, he just hit it. Like a dummy. Got him. Okay, he's gonna see me, but I am gonna grab that ration. I think what I can do is probably set up another claymore here. Ooh, another ration. Oh no, stinger missiles. I didn't realize I could stinger missile him. That's freaking great. Nice. Idiot. Come on over here, doofus. Your face is all doofy. Come on down here, bud. You ready? Come on out. Swear to me. Dude's just spraying and praying. It's not great. It's not the best of things. Really, that's interesting. I like that seems very applicable there, SG. I don't know. man, getting a PhD, that just takes so long. And the sad truth is, like, in something like AI, like, it's just changing so drastically that, like, I don't even know. Like, you could start your dissertation or whatever it may be, and, like, you'd get some valuable. I'm just saying, like, the whole industry is just insane right now. King Cat, yeah, I would kind of say this is one of those games. You do have the option, like, so in this specific boss battle, I could be using C4, I could be using claymores, I could be using stinger missiles. So you always have, the thing is, they give you a lot of different ways. There's not, like, oftentimes one answer to a puzzle. Because they're not really puzzles. It's not a puzzle game. If that makes sense. What did that just hit? Get out of there. Oh, bud. But yeah, like, you can set down C4, you could use stinger missiles, so if I saw him from far, I could hit him with this, which maybe we'll do, just to do something a little different. I was using the Nikita, because you can specifically choose where you want it. I don't know if there's any... Oh! I was just about to put on my mine detector. I was like, I don't know if there's any mines left. Clearly there are. Okay, I'm gonna place down... I could also huck grenades at him. Alright, come down this way, doofus. Oh, this is bad. Never mind. That was a bad time. But I can use my mine detector to see... Oh, there's mines everywhere. Come this way, dude. Haha, idiot. Dude couldn't even see my mines. Alright. This guy is just getting wrecked by my claymores right now. And I like that. I'm okay with that. That is a perfectly viable thing, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to use a ration because I've been keeping my mine out here. Oh, gosh. This is bad. Oh, no. Come this way. Yes, doofus. Oh, he's going to die. He's going to die. So you can look down first person. It's just you can't move whilst doing so. Oh, he's going to hit it. No, he's not. Apparently not. Come on, bud. I'm incredible! Where'd you go for your honeymoon? Or can I, if I have to guess, I'm going to say...
Which is no longer needed in this world.
Oh, sick. I've always heard that the Alaskan cruises are actually pretty great. And, I mean, I'm born and raised in the Seattle area, so that's good. You probably didn't have a lot of time in Seattle, though, did you? I mean, maybe. But usually I feel like most of it, it was amazing. Nice. I've never been on a cruise. It sounds great. I know a lot of people say it's not, like, the best, because, like, thing is, I'm such a homebody that, like, just sitting in my hotel room or, like, having some drinks out on the water, like, having some food, like, all that sounds great to me. And, you know, you go into port for, like, a couple days. Like, to me, that sounds amazing. You saw bear scat. I saw some... Actually, no, I don't think I did last time in Alaska. I just got back early August, like the beginning of August. Started in July and then went into August, my trip. And that's when I got canned while I was on vacation. It was awful. Yeah, we saw scat. I think it was a beaver. We saw a lot of beavers. Well, a couple beavers. But I've seen bear, you know, marks and scat before, but never seen a bear up there in my, like, 10 years of going. See, I think my trip to Alaska started, like, the 23rd. And honestly, I've been to Alaska plenty of times, but we always go to the same place, and it's always out of, like, we're in Anchorage, and then we go elsewhere. We float plane into a lodge. So... I haven't really been to much of Alaska. It's gorgeous. There was a time I was there a couple days early and we, like, did a little bit of sightseeing, but Alaska's huge.
But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
Shoot, I totally missed this. So that wasn't the DARPA chief.
But why go to so much trouble?
I've heard of Ketchikan, but yeah, again, not familiar with it at all.
That is the end of my hint.
I missed all of this because we were talking about more important things. Why is my... You can see over there. Why is my green screen doing this? It wasn't yesterday. It's weird.
There's always an end to it. You are different.
Birds just eating them alive.
The path you walk on has no end.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
With the corpses.
I saw a jellyfish, which shocked me, but not literally. That is funny. And I guess that is funny because people oftentimes consider you getting shocked. Like, jellyfish don't actually shock, they sting. But that kind of is a common thing. I didn't even think about that when you said that. It's the unemployment radiating from me. Get away, get away. Stop it. Smells like unemployment in here.
Snake.
I'm not that level of unemployed. As much as I, I'm joking around. I'm not actually. I don't smell bad.
Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's
It's the ghost of happiness past. Again, stop. Don't leave me. Don't.
okay.
I want happiness now. Present, please.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
She's kind of hot, so I just
Actual
was
Dr.
looking
Naomi
into her a
Hunter,
little bit.
Or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared.
She's someone that I
Middle
used to
East.
know.
Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers. So
Didn't we know her for years? Maybe not.
must be some
Well, I
kind
guess she
of
could have been a spy for years.
spy.
There's so much subterfuge in this game because, like, Campbell's not telling me everything. This guy, turns out, if you know the game, he's not exactly who he says he is either.
Is working for Foxhound. So you
Naomi's apparently, I don't know, whatever.
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Oh, SeaTac is the worst airport I've ever been to. Again,
Under arrest.
born and raised like
She's betrayed.
Seattle, so like that's all I knew. I don't fly much, but like
Find out who she's with.
I just thought like a lot of places were like that. And you start going to other airports, and other airports are much nicer, much more like reasonable. They flow better. They're not like this weird sprawling. SeaTac is the worst airport I've ever been to.
The Armstech president.
I have no
Now, I've had some others that were super stressful because of like having like it was really large, like LaGuardia or something. It was one of those. I forget.
Without her, we can't complete this mission.
No, which one was it? Anyway, I've been to one that it was like I missed a flight because I had such a tight overlap or whatever layover, and both like my plane was delayed, so and I had to get like from one end all the way to the other end, and it was just awful. But yeah, Seattle SeaTac is the worst. Really? That's also awful. They don't have public seating because of the housing population. I just thought you would have like not allow them on the premises. Like like you're talking about inside. I guess they're just because you won't necessarily know unless you start checking it if enough people are doing it. I haven't been to Seattle I've been through Seattle, but I haven't lived in Seattle in 6 years or whatever. So, but I know Seattle was rough when I left. As a kid, there was always places in Seattle that were kind of rough, or places that you wouldn't necessarily want to go to, and like homeless have always been a part of any city life. But Seattle, because while it gets cold and rainy, it's not literally freezing most of the time, and while it's hot, it's not Arizona hot or whatever, where you're just going to die of sunstroke constantly. So like Pacific Northwest, whether it be Seattle area or like Portland area, all that has a lot of, and it's also just because of the kind of like lack of cracking down on those things, because that would be considered humanitarian or something. I don't know. They're very liberal cities, so like they're just not gonna go out of their way to take care of the problem, and that means it gets worse. But gosh, to think that like it's that bad, because it was bad last time I was generally like just in the area. I remember when I got my last surgery, I had a surgery to take my tonsils out before I moved, and it was astounding. And that would have been what, 2018, maybe 2019. It was astounding how bad the homeless population was just right then. Like, I'm in a very nice hotel in Seattle, or not. Well, sorry, not hotel. Hospital is the word I was looking for. But you see all of the surrounding areas, and it's like, wow, here's a very nice hospital. And here's, there's just stuff around. And then you look, and like just lining the highways were just like homeless encampments. And you go down 6th Ave or like, some major streets in Seattle, and it was just, the sidewalks were just full of homeless people. It was bad. It was really bad. Wow, your flight was delayed because of gum. I know it's a biohazard risk, and like I get it, but like it shouldn't take long to scrape it off, and it also shouldn't delay a plane. It also is something that you could probably deal with during I know they have like health restrictions and whatnot, and like something, it's probably just procedure, it has to be done, but that is not a reason to delay a flight. Yeah, that's insane. Interesting. Yeah, so King Cat, I would say seating is a very common thing in the US. I don't know. I feel like we do a pretty good job of having like public seating and stuff. I would think Europe would have been really good with that. It's kind of interesting to me. Okay, gotta throw another one. We've got so many freaking things here. Okay, so I just got a bunch of Stinger missiles. This is outrageous, guys. Who needs this many cameras, let alone gun cameras? That's insane. I don't even know, like, what would that be a valid reason to delay a flight? Just because someone's drunk? Now, I guess if they're being, like, disorderly or something, but if you're just being, like, drunk, I don't know, I feel like they deal with... Nah, that's not good. You shouldn't be... I'd be irritated. I'd be irritated at the disorderly person being drunk and annoying. Oh, yeah. So I've done that before. And it sucks. I hate how that works. So... sometimes, like, because of flights and how it works, I had to get to Alaska like 10 hours before my my flight, and they don't let you check in until 4 hours before your flight. So I just had to kill 6 hours with our gear. Like, so we literally just had to like find a restaurant and like have like, I've got coolers and I've got like fishing poles and backpack and all that, and we just had to kill like 6 hours. And then my flight out was at like, so we then had to, like, when we get in, we had to wait in the airport. Like, so, it's 2 flights. We had to like fly, have a layover. The layover was like another 4 to 6 hours or something like that. And then got in at like, it was, I don't know, it was like a 15-hour travel day just to go like 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever the heck it was. I forget. Might even been more than that. I forget. It's pretty rough. And if you find a decent place to sit, that's okay. If you can sit in a, maybe not like, oh gosh, like, it doesn't have to be the most comfortable, but like, you want a seat. If you literally can't sit, that's pretty awful. Okay, what's up with my... Oh, we do have the PAL key. Okay, it's cold. That's good. I guess that's good. Well, that's not great. It's fine. All right, so we do have this. Do we need to look out for anything? I don't know if this has happened yet. Let's get thermal goggles. I should be able to... Yeah, let's just do this. I know there's something in this water, but it might not have happened yet. I haven't been really paying attention to this game. This might just be a ration. Oh, bullets, okay. Oh, shoot, I'm dying. This is like disgusting water or something. Yeah, okay. There's a ration. There is something down here, but I think it's because after a cutscene, something gets dropped down here and we have to go find it. I don't think we're quite there yet, but I am taking damage. Oh, another ration. That's good. Yeah, and the thing is, you know, we went to this restaurant in the airport, and, you know, like, they're used to people killing time. So, like, they were totally fine with us, but I was there with my dad, and we're like, I guess we're just going to sit here for, like, 4 hours and, like, nurse this drink and, you know, just hope for the best. And they were totally cool with it because, again, they're used to that. I'm sure they would have... And after a while, it's like they don't even have to wait on us anymore. It's just like, yeah, you know, hey, we, you know, maybe I'll get another drink. And, you know, you just wasting some time. It could have been better. Could have been worse. And so what was the worst thing about this is I had to wait so long, and I hadn't gotten notified that I was actually fired yet or laid off yet. Time limit was 45 minutes. Really? I was there for, again, like 4 hours. Now, a couple of those hours we were actually consuming food. But I guess it would be maybe different. Like, we're at a sit-down restaurant, and 45 minutes, like, we could have eaten. But that's pretty quick. If you're like, it takes time to get your food, takes time to eat, you maybe get dessert, maybe you have a couple drinks. No, so what was... And I'm on my vacation. Shoot, I want to actually see some of this.
Are you a hacker?
Are you a hacker? He's like, yep, sure am. I'm a Hacker Man Jones. What can I say? I'm a hacking up a storm. Hacking into the mainframe. I just need a minute. Just give me a minute. All right. What was I saying? Things and stuff. Oh, I guess we quit out of that. Oh, yeah. So I was on vacation, and I had, like, still, like, let's say that was on a Sunday or Saturday, maybe even a Saturday or Sunday. I forget. It was the weekend. So, like, normally you wouldn't check your email, but I'm just such a, you know, I'd been on vacation. I haven't checked my email once. I didn't have phone reception, anything up there, and I wouldn't check even if I was. Alaska's the one time where I'm like, I will not check. Normally, if I'm working, if I'm on vacation, I'll still check my email, and I shouldn't, but it's getting ahead of the work that you're going to have when you get back, or it's also just something that's easy. I don't know. If it's something easy to do, I'll just do it. Like, I'm bad at that. My boss is like, why the heck are you working? Like, I got to get something done. And anyway, when I'm in Alaska, I don't do that. I, for one, can't, and even if I could, I don't. I'm up there in nature. I'm not checking. I don't turn my phone on even unless to take pictures. And anyway, so we get back, and we're just killing time. So I'm like, well, let's see how many emails I have. And I'm just, like, sorting through all these people saying, like, oh, it's been great working with you. Oh, it's been whatever. And I get, like, an email that's just something very generic saying that, you know, restructuring's happening, and, you know, you'll be notified soon if you're contacted. I'm, like, swiping through all these emails, trying to see, like, am I fired? So I'm, like, stressed, and I didn't get anything that said I'm fired. Well, I did have a email that was, like, please attend this meeting, you know, this day. And I was on vacation, so I didn't even attend that meeting. So anyway, turns out that was the meeting to fire me. And so I'm going back and forth in my mind of, like, I have to be fired. All these people got fired. How did I not get fired? But, like, I don't have anything official yet, but I need to wait for the meeting to happen. But, like, the fact that I even had a meeting in the first place, then I'm like, oh, I'm fired. They haven't told me yet, but I know I'm fired. So it sucked. It was, like, you know, just stressful. Being in an airport is always stressful. I hate flying. The actual act of flying, like, oh, yeah, if you were flying first class, not even first class, if you were flying private jet, it'd be great. I don't mind being in the air, but I hate being confined with a bunch of strangers and going, you know, oh, you can only go to the bathroom when they say you can't. Just, like, I hate flying. I hate the waiting around. I hate, you know, everything. It sucks. But anyway, now add on to that the stress of, like, I'm going to lose my job. Or I think I've already lost my job, just not official yet. It was awful. Yeah, so a bunch of other people knew before me because, again, like let's say I'm gone for this entire week. It happened real fast where like the CEO said, hey, we're having a restructuring, attend this meeting. And basically that was like, hey, we're laying off 1 billion people. Attend the meetings to know if you're fired or not. And anyone who attended one of those meetings was fired. They specifically were like, do not come into office. And if you're already in office, go to one of these rooms. So like it was very much like, it's the corporate boot. They're just the unsanitized, disrespectful corporate boot. And anyway, so they all got fired that week. I was on vacation, so they couldn't fire me. So I get back, and I'm like texting my boss. I even call my boss. He won't respond. I text somebody else that would also be in the know. He doesn't respond. It was like, cool, guys. So I'm just fired. Nobody's going to tell me anything. And then, I had that meeting, and it was like, yep, today's your last day. Oh, man. So, yeah. And that's also what sucks. So, like, everyone got fired a day or two after I left for vacation, and I had no idea. And I come back to being fired, but not immediately. Like, I still have to have the HR meeting. And so anyway, like, everyone that got fired on my team, which was like, all of my team, and then many others just within the wider vertical, it sucked, and they got like a 5-day head start on trying to figure out jobs, trying to get like apply for other things. It was just bad. It was a really bad situation. Also, the trip was it was the worst fishing trip I've ever been on, as far as actual catching fish. The trip was amazing. I mean, it was gorgeous weather for most of it. I had 2 of my best friends there, but also I wish I didn't go on it because it was a couple $1,000s between lodging and plane tickets and all this. And I'm like, I can't afford this. I wish I would have known, So anyway, fun stuff. Okay, we're actually getting kind of close. No, I just wasted that. I pressed the wrong button. I'm a doofus. Even Australians can't fix what one. I guess I missed that. Okay. FAMAS. We're not that close to the end, but we're kind of getting there because we have to put in the 3 keys.
It's me again.
How's it going there, Otacon?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level.
Oh, yeah, because he's a hacker. He's hacking in to try to get me in.
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay.
Hacker man. Do you mean uncanny the way he moves in this, or in like the codex, in like this situation? Because in this, it's like, it's obviously, this was made in 1998, came out in 1998. So they were limited in their aesthetic choices and their everything. And yeah, even like, the little gifs essentially of them talking, it's very limited. All right, we got a lot of Stinger missiles. We're full up on that. Which I guess makes sense, because I know we will need to use a bunch in the near future for the next fight. I don't know why I have that on. I don't think there's any traps around here. Anyway, I don't want to just complain about my job or lack thereof, but, it has sucked. It has sucked a lot. So anyway, thank you all for letting me vent a little bit. I hope that I have a job at some point in the near future. But we'll see.
Found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake,
Stop talking to me if you don't have the code or whatever.
the secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Pretty
But
sneaky.
And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show
What?
up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy
Ah,
satellites.
yes, that makes
But
sense.
unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
I don't know. I've got a few games that I've been like buying and playing or like want to play. I played a tiny bit of Big Walk with my friends. My brother was not, he just wasn't in the mood or something, or he wasn't enjoying it, but I was loving it. So that was fun, and I'd really like to play more of that. I really want to play No Rest for the Wicked now that it's in 1.0. Gosh, I got a lot of games. There's also just like a bunch of silly games like Burglin' Gnomes played a tiny bit of. I'm trying to think of. I really want to play Grain Rot. Caleb's doing well. He's a dad. He just got back from being deployed. So hopefully he's doing all right. Really? See, I don't care about GTA. I just don't. Like, I liked some GTA 5 was my first GTA that I actually played, like, proper. And it was okay. I liked the story, but I never finished it. But, I know that's a game that, like, people love GTA and people love Skyrim. For me, both of those, I just, like, I'm glad that people are excited. I just don't care. But, I don't, like, you can spoil it for me because I don't really care. But, it sounds like you say it's pretty wild. Yeah, I haven't even looked into it. I know it got leaked, or heard that it got leaked, but...
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead.
Oh, no! But yeah, you know, Caleb and I, we've been playing a little bit here and there since he's gotten back, but we haven't really played much. And that's part of being a dad and having a job and all of that. And it sucks because, you know, I'd like to play more with him, certainly. Hopefully in the near future. And also, like, he's been playing a lot of stuff that I'm not that interested in. So, and I saw you got it, King Cat, but, like, Hell Let Loose Vietnam, I played a little bit of it, but they're, like, way into it. I'm just awful at it. And it's like, cool, I ran for 5 minutes and then I died. Or, like, I cowered in a bush and I got a couple kills and then I died. It's just not quite it for me. And they also have been into a game called War Dogs, which to me, it scratches the same kind of itch. So, especially without having a job, I'm not buying that one as well. Instead, I'm trying not to buy a bunch of games, you know, partially. So, like, if I buy a game, I want it to be kind of like a cheap one. And I do have a couple others that I bought. I bought, gosh, what was it? It was a spooky game. Oh, it was called Mole. It was pretty good. Alright, this guy's gonna see me. Just a box. Alright, turn around. Oh, I'm bad. Okay. I pressed the wrong button. Don't think too hard. How long have you been following? Probably since like 2013. I could check. I could literally click your name and check. But probably like 2013 or so. Probably one of the first, if not like one of the first. Oh, 2014. Okay. Because I started, I think, in late 2013. And obviously, you know, nobody saw me right away. And it's so sad. There's things like right now, it's just like, oh, I remember back in the day when I first started streaming. Like I could have. There's always the what ifs. Now, like, maybe I never would have done well on Twitch, but I always wonder, the only reason I started streaming was because I was a contract worker, and I couldn't get, like, another job, because sometimes you worked 80 hours a week, sometimes you worked 0 hours a week, and I just could never really justify... Oh, come on! No! He should not... Okay. There we go. Okay, we're fine. Anyway, so it was one of those things that at the time I just wanted something to do fun and maybe make some money on the side and all that. And there's always the what if of like, I started at some point gaining a little bit of traction. People started watching, my viewers started going up. I started getting like, you know, developers reaching out to play games. And I would just wonder, I would have gotten in very early with the whole Twitch thing. Like, could I have done it? Could I have done well? Can you recommend a game I'd love? Of course, absolutely. Yeah, and like 20 viewers isn't a lot. It certainly isn't, but in like 2016. But the thing is, it gets to be exponential. Like, you're not going to be you have to be, it's like 100, I think, concurrent viewers on average to be even a partner. At least it was back at the time. I don't know if that's changed. But like, the thing is, that was me getting, 20 viewers consistently when I wasn't consistent. If I stuck to the same game for months at a time, because being a variety streamer inevitably gets you less views. I know it seems counterproductive, but you never gain a following in a game if you're switching games. Sometimes multiple times. You guys watched. I would like sometimes play 3 to 5 different games or demos or whatever just in one session. So it's like, you can't really grow an audience if you're constantly changing it, because people watch because they liked watching you play Phasmophobia, or they liked watching you play Binding of Isaac or Dark Souls or whatever, which is also a double-edged sword, because if you're not a variety streamer, you're stuck with that game and eventually you're going to hate it, or you're going to just like get the max amount of views in Tarkov that you're going to get or whatever. So there's pros and cons, but also, even as a variety streamer, if I would have known that I'm going to stream every single day at my time from X to X, X to N, like if I could have always done X to, 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night every day for, every single week, and maybe take a day or two off, then I could have grown that audience. That 20 becomes 50. That 50 becomes 100. That 100 becomes 5,000. Because like you see that with people who did stick with it. People like, I don't know, I don't really know streamers, but I did watch a couple streamers that were not very popular, when I first started watching, and then they stuck with a schedule, and they tried really hard, and they ended up getting exponential results, and now it's like they're millionaires. Could have, but there was also part of me as I was doing it for fun, and when I got a big boy job, you guys know I stopped for years. I always did it for fun, and like didn't really make any money doing it. So anyway, a weird game about sausage. I'll check it out. I'm very curious. Is it on Steam? A weird game. Ninja rolling ball. Oh, Ball of Ages, or yeah, Rock of Ages, I think it was called. It's on Steam for $2. It's breaking the bank a little bit. I don't know about that. A weird game about sausage. What? There is a demo, which is obviously free. It is a weird game about sausage. That's a very floppy sausage. Like you get hot dogs or you get sausages, even if they're uncooked, they're not usually that, like they're a little taut. It's a weird game. It's a very weird looking game. Okay. So you're just trying to huck a sausage from a pan onto various things. And it looks like a little bit of a rage game because, yeah, it's physics, it's difficult. And, it's, man, okay, I might have to buy it. I would probably play the demo first, but it's so weird. We're Funemployed here, not Bezos. Hey, what kind of life do you think I'm living over here? This is all gone. They burned the house down. I'll have to check that out. I checked it out just now, but I'll have to see if I can. Maybe I'll pick that up. $2. It says $3. Maybe it's on sale. I just didn't check. So again, man, breaking the bank here a little bit. All right, is it gonna work? Sometimes this doesn't work when I alt tab. Oh, it worked. Okay. It is funny though, because I buy a bunch of very inexpensive games, but a bunch of very inexpensive games adds up. It eventually does, Okay, do we still have... What's this PAL card at? It's still frozen. Okay, good. I guess it's cold enough here. But yeah, I would check that out. It does seem fun. But yeah, going back to that, like, again, it was never going to happen the way I was streaming, but there was always the thought of, like, what if? I didn't have a following, but I had a few dedicated people. 2 of them are here right now in the stream. And, all it would have taken is me playing consistently and, grinding it out for a while. And, maybe after a while, I would have had enough following. Maybe not to be like a Ludwig or whatever, but, like, maybe. and maybe could have had enough just to make a living doing it. But that would be stressful in its own way, because viewers start to dwindle, or, you know, they're not liking the games that you're playing. Right now, Twitch seems rough. Like, I am not expecting to get viewers or followers or anything at this time. Certainly not subscribers or anything, or donations, whatever. Because even people I've watched that used to have really good numbers, now I'm like, wow, that is like a quarter of what they used to have. And they've been sticking with it. So like, man, that's rough. Sorry guys, if you're trying to actually pay attention to this story, or if you want me to be quoting or talking about the story, this is not the stream for you, because I am talking over most of this and not understanding a bit.
What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
What time is it? Okay, 3 o'clock.
That means that China and India. I see.
I don't think I'll be streaming super late or anything tonight. For one, I do have a really early interview on Wednesday, and I know it's only Monday, but I'm like, I need to get in like a normal sleep schedule so I can wake up at ungodly hour. It's actually not an ungodly hour, but I need to get up before it, and I need to be like awake before it. Hopefully do well in the interview. I also really want to watch a movie tonight, so we'll see how that goes. Fox die. Look what. Who's Octopus again? Oh, was that the guy who was pretending to be Baker? Or sorry, the DARPA chief?
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
She just taking tranks. I didn't realize she was okay.
Or maybe it's just because this fox died.
Yeah, last time I had an interview in person would have been well before my last job.
In any case,
yeah.
have you heard from your friend Colonel Sergei Golukovich?
Yeah, so 7 years ago.
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear.
And I conducted interviews, so we added to our team, you know, at my last job. So I conducted some interviews for people. So I've been part of interviews. Like, I don't know, that was still 5 years ago, though, I bet.
And a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it.
I know I said it before. I want a Rex Mini. I just, it's such a cool, in my opinion, iconic looking Mini, but they're so expensive. Just look up like Metal Gear Solid Rex figures. They're so freaking expensive. And I'm like, I bet I could find a decent 3D printable. You might even be able to find like parts and put them together that would have like articulation and stuff. But man, how do you feel it went there, SG? 180? I was gonna say 150, but geez. So it's even. Whew, jeez. But yeah, I've seen it in the 100 to 200 range. Maybe even more, depending on like the really. Oh, and that's euros. Ooh, that's insane.
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
Just a couple questions you didn't really know how to answer. Now, was it like?
Weapon ever made, and we're about to ally
Do you?
with Golukovich's forces.
I guess how do you respond to that? Because sometimes you just have to own it and be like, I honestly, I would have to look into that. I would have to, you know, like, because that's better than trying to fake it till you make it. Sometimes, you know, they don't. If they know the answer, you don't want to just make something up.
Nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream. But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
Oh my gosh, the top result,
The DARPA chief of the arms tech
$270 US was the top result for the Metal Gear Solid Rex figure. Now, this is why I said it just depends, because like some are really detailed and they've got like articulation and all this, and like anyway, not all minis are created equal. The scale's also sometimes different. Sometimes you get one that's like, I don't know, and then this one's 1/1000th of it, or 1/100th of the size, I mean. This one's $105. It's still, I'm not gonna buy that. That one's $120. That one's $150. So it just depends. But like $135. Like,
Found Baker's top secret files.
why is that one? It seems like it's the same. That one's $100. So okay, we're talking $100 to I think that one was an anomaly. Maybe it was like a limited edition or something.
The president was talking about.
Oh gosh, I don't even know. I don't want that. If I was rolling in the dough, $100, that's not. I mean, whatever. It's a mini if you like it. I've spent money on some minis, but usually inexpensive ones. That's like 200 packs of ramen. I've been eating a lot of ramen. I've been eating a lot of frozen burritos and.
Hold on a minute.
Can't be, admittedly, I had a problem when it came to door dashing, like ordering food online, you know, to have delivered, because it's just so convenient, and anyway, so I had to shut that down real quick, and then I decided to go into peanut butter and jelly, top ramen, frozen pizzas, burritos, frozen burritos.
Key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one.
How you set boundaries when working with the public, that's interesting.
See the input terminals in the center of the control.
Because there's some like real corporate responses I'm sure you could answer. I wouldn't necessarily know.
For the emergency input. There should be a symbol
I'm sure
on
I
the
would.
screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Input
interesting.
the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the
That's,
symbol?
well, okay. The second one is interesting because I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit. I bet you absolutely could answer, you know, because you've lived a lifetime in it, but like it's all you know, so like you don't feel like you have an adequate response, but I'm sure you do. You could talk about the theology behind it. You could talk about like what it means to you. There's a lot you could do to summarize that, I think. If you know anything about the history or like why that sect of religion exists, you could certainly do that. Interesting. I feel like you're probably, again, not giving yourself enough credit. Were you just blindly shooting? Oh, it's the card. That's why. So now we got to go in the gross water and get the card. Why did you just have it out? What was he doing?
Bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
That is funny when you start like quantifying how many times you've ordered a specific type of food. I do that with certain so I buy a lot of like reoccurring things on Amazon, and you realize like how much you've spent on just like the same kind of energy drink or whatever, and you're like, holy crap. That's just a lot. All right, I think we just got to keep running. Is this one of these situations? Because I don't think it's gonna help to kill everyone, right? Now we can like kill people on the way. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be useful. And that's fair. And sometimes you just have to, and that can take you off guard. That's the thing. Like for this job that I'm interviewing for very soon, I know I can answer any question that they have. I would, unless they end up like throwing some real curveballs that aren't really related to, I'm an expert in that field. I can answer any questions they'll have. But you can be taken off guard, and that's the one thing. I know I can answer their questions, but can I answer them adequately and be prepared for those questions? Like, you know, because sometimes you can answer the same thing 5 different ways, and not all are created equal. Some might be a little bit more professional sounding. Some might be a little bit more accurate. Sometimes you leave out too much information. Sometimes you put in too little or too much information, depending on what it is. So I definitely get that. Yeah, it's just 2 or 3 times a week, and that's certainly, I'm sure I was doing that before. That's a lot. It just adds up is all, you know, that just ends up being a lot of money when you think about it. And I get it. I did it all the time. Probably at least that. And I didn't have an excuse other than it was convenient, and it was convenient, really. I just wanted to be able to do that, and it's like, well, I made good enough money that I could kind of justify it, and time is money, so it's like, well, I can go drive to this place, or if you've had a couple drinks, like, you aren't gonna drive to the place, so you just have to deal with it, like, not have food, or eat something you don't really care about right there. So I get it. I definitely get it. I just picked up a bomb? Yeah, I get it.
Snake, did you find the key?
No, it's not here.
Don't be ridiculous. You saw it fall into the drainage ditch, didn't you?
This is
The
funny.
drainage ditch. Isn't there something odd about it?
No. There are a lot of big rats, though.
That's it, Snake. A rat must have eaten it.
Now who's being ridiculous?
No, I'm right. There's no other possibility. Rats eat all sorts
There's
of
no
things.
other possibility.
There's nothing unusual
Occam's
about
razor,
them.
I think, disagrees with that. But anyway, yeah, and I can get that. Being there in person could also, you know, it adds an additional level of stress that you wouldn't necessarily be expecting. I get that. Huck that out. So what did you just say? He thinks a rat has it? Gonna go kill some rats or something? So it wasn't in the drainage ditch, which is surprising. Where are rats? Because they're not down here. They're not in the drainage ditch that I saw. Are you saying you can't drive in general? Or are you saying if you don't eat, you can't take your meds, which means you can't drive? So it's kind of like a chicken egg situation. Like you need food, but you can't eat it, but you can't drive if you haven't eaten, or you're just saying you can't drive in general. Because that would also be very limiting. That would definitely not be fun. Being able to drive is, it's just, you know, it allows freedoms that, you know, you wouldn't have otherwise, certainly. It certainly allows for that convenience. That's another thing. Man, I need to get my car serviced, and it's going to be expensive. And I'm like, I don't have a job. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. Yeah, that's definitely not safe. Fainting whilst in a car is not exactly ideal. What the heck did this guy say? I'm going to go talk to him again. What's up, dude? Master.
Snake, a rat ate that key. You'll have to get it back. Follow the rat's route.
Okay, I know where there are some rats, but in here, I haven't seen any. There's some rats where we killed, what's her face? Sniper Wolf. Or no, sorry, where we first fought Sniper Wolf, where, what's her face got shot? Meryl. I don't recall. That is excessive, guys. Why would you need... This is where all the budget went, apparently. This is where the defense budget went, guys. Even for a video game, that's excessive. Come on. It's all one room, though. It's not all these different cameras. There's somebody watching every single one of those all at once. I think they're automated, but still. Okay, maybe we just gotta go back up and get like a good vantage point from Rex or something. He said follow the rat's route, but how would we know what the route is? I've not seen any. I don't see any like nest or like places that they're kind of funneling to. And it fell down there, so wouldn't the rats be down there? Overwhelmed for making a baked potato and some, I guess, just in general, or like, I guess I don't understand. Illuminate for me. Is that something new, or just the act in general is challenging? Where the heck? I've beaten this game multiple times, guys. I have no recollection of where there are mice or rats. That's certainly unfortunate because, yeah, I mean, you gotta eat to live. And if even just doing that, like, that's rough. Okay, the rats, in theory, have to be down there, right? There's no way they'd be up here because we dropped the thing down and he said, go follow the rat's route. Maybe there was like a hole in the wall or something that we just missed. There's a fly in my house. Why would there be... That's weird. Maybe it wasn't a fly. Maybe it was like a moth or something. But either way, why is there a bug in here? All right, so not over here. It's so funny because, like, it was so obvious where the rats were before. You know, and this is why originally I was like, ooh, maybe with thermal goggles I'll be able to see their tiny little heat signatures. Apparently not. You think you'd see him running around? I bet I would. So maybe that's the play. Is something bugging me? Woo! Yes. Actually, yes. Yeah. Oh. No, I was gonna say, did I just see something? No. I thought I saw some red off in the distance. Alright, I think we'd still have to go down there, like 100%, because we dropped it in the drainage ditch. And, like, yeah, a rat took it so it could go anywhere, but it's not gonna go up, right? Talk about all this food. I kind of need some food right now. I have not had really much to eat today. I don't think I had lunch. Yeah. I think I had breakfast, which I don't normally really eat breakfast. I've gone through phases. There's been plenty of times where I do. Oh, there's one. Oh. Shoot. Okay, I got to see him again. I just missed him the first time, I guess. So he must have crawled up here and then went this way. We're going to have to wait again. Okay. The Funemployed work package, yeah, it just doesn't pay for it. And the sad truth is, this would be a perfect time to use something like DoorDash, Grubhub, whatever, because I'm streaming. I don't really want to stop stream just to go make some food, and it would be very convenient right now. Because then, you know, I could order it right now. I could have it in however long it takes to get here, eat it in 5 minutes, and then I'd be ready. Okay, I think we got to go out of the zone and back up. So that's all. The first time I just didn't see the rat, or maybe it wasn't there yet. Oh, I want some waffles. Some Belgian waffles. Woo. I probably have, like, frozen waffles. I can make those. I think I got, like, Eggo. Okay, so what happens if I just... Oh, man. How am I supposed to do this? Okay, let's go all the way down here, and then all the way back. Yeah, I want some waffles. Honestly, and almost any kind of breakfast food sounds pretty good. Crepes, pancakes would be pretty good. Waffles sound amazing. Oh, there's... Ooh, can I just shoot it? No! Come back! Okay. Maybe it goes on like a path. I would like that. I will say, oftentimes when I've gotten like Belgian waffles with strawberries or something, strawberries are amazing, but I oftentimes feel like if you get them at a place that they just... And this is true for not just strawberries, but most fruits, like if you don't get good strawberries or good berries of any kind, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, any of those sound amazing to me. Waffles of any description. But yeah, I feel like they're just not going to be as good. Oh man, can I go in here? No. Okay. Okay. Well, I can probably shoot this thing. Because you know what I mean? Like if you have a strawberry Belgian waffle, that's amazing. But if they have bad strawberries on it, or bad if you do blueberries or raspberries, blackberries, whatever, they just end up being... It's disappointing. Let's just put it that way. Okay, and that honestly, now that's the key. Because like if the strawberries aren't good, I feel like... Oh gosh. If the strawberries aren't good, it's actually just worse. Like, just give me waffles at that point. You know what I mean? Dude. This freaking rat. You dirty rat. This Game is not the best at being able to... There we go. All right. Just took out a rat with like a 7.62 by 5.4R. There is no rat left. That thing straight up gone. It's so funny. I've beaten this game multiple times over the years, and I just didn't recall. I remember shooting rats, but I didn't remember this part of shooting rats to get the key. Yeah, what rat? There is no rat. There never was a rat, apparently. All right, I was gonna say there should be a dude over here, right? Dudes around here? Yep, there he is. You know what? Just take him out. Take him out with this. I haven't been using the PSG one all that much. I don't think I'm gonna have much opportunity in the near future. So let's do that. Come on. Wrap it up, guy. Get over here. Get over here. Well, once again, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I know I don't stream often, so hopefully you're enjoying yourself, you know? I want a waffle. You want another waffle? I just want a waffle. I could really use a waffle at this juncture. What is that? Is it a fly? It's a bug of some description, but I cannot tell. Could be like a ladybug. Could be like a little beetle or something. Not quite certain. All right, get out the FAMAS. Get up all in here. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I didn't mean to... Okay, it's fine. I just didn't want to get seen by that thing right there. Let's potentially chaff it up. Get to chaffing. What does chaff stand for? I know in the context of this game, it obviously is to disrupt electrical equipment, but I don't actually know if that's a real thing or if it's based on anything. It probably stands for something. Okay, so we got the normal heat. We also need the hot and the cold. Cold would be easy.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now PAL number 2, freeze the key.
You don't have to do this in order, do you? I feel like you don't. Okay, yeah, but see, SG, that sounds great and all. I would love to do that, but at the same time, that does require me to, like, put on pants and go out and spend money. It just, I don't know. I don't want to do that. I just want it here. Oh, shoot. I hate how these guys just, like, show up. Okay, well, nuclear warhead, let's go there. And maybe we just kill the guy as soon as we can. Okay, there we go. Wait, do you have legs? Okay, he shouldn't. I was gonna say, he'll hear me, but he won't see me. There we go. You have legs? I remember that being a thing at one point in the stream. Like, wait, do you have legs? Because they wouldn't see. I'm not wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts. It's very hot out. And when I'm home, I oftentimes am wearing shorts. I'm not being lewd or nude or rude, I don't think. And I guess you can wear shorts out, you know, especially maybe not basketball shorts, you know, but clipped it every time he stood up. I do remember people like making kind of a big deal. It's like, yeah, I mean, I feel like I've shown my whole body on stream multiple times. My whole body. Okay. Where's the... Okay, the closest place is going to be cold. Oh my god! I was going to say, why don't I see... You don't see their, I thought they were, like, off for a second, because normally you see where they're looking. You don't see any of them. I have plenty of chaff, so that was stupid. I needlessly got shot. Show the legs. That'll cost them extra. I'm going to say there's some traps here. I think if I just run around here, this should be cold enough. I feel like if you lay on the ground, does it do it quicker? I don't remember. And I do it, I think you might have to equip it. I'm just gonna, I'm a snake. I'm a snake. I'm crawling around like a snake. Wonder what that guy's up to. That was like a thing. The guy just, it was a viral video, you know, back when, probably old YouTube at this point. Just guy saying he's a snake repeatedly. This better be cold enough. Oh, I know it is actually, because I remember it was, we had this key and it was showing it as cold. A little snake. Liquid. Snake. 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 Beam, 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 beam. Beam, beam, beam. Do you think they're gonna, do you think anyone's noticing? There's like a camera out there that we just don't see and they're like, the hell is this guy doing? Being a little weird. Now, I don't have to... Yeah, no, you just have to be here for a long enough time. I don't remember where is hot enough. Oh, we actually went through it. If we go back up the elevator, didn't we? Because I died a couple times at the end of last stream. Just... There it is. It's cold. Okay. Just falling into the thing. Maybe I should have done heat first. Like, go the long way and then come back to here since this isn't very far. I don't know. Probably doesn't matter too much, if I'm being honest. Either way, you got to make the trek. They can't see me. I'm a slippery snake. And my name is Snake. I don't recall exactly how much more we have. I mean, we got to set these up, and then we have to do the Rex battle, and then we have to do the Liquid battle. But I am getting a little hungry, and I do want to beat this game. I don't think I beat it last time I streamed it. I streamed this years ago, and I think I still had the save when I launched this from my last stream of it. And I was like, let's... And I think it was close to this point or after this point. But I didn't complete it, so we were actually very close. I just, you know, stopped streaming as often is my want. Alright, should I just deal with this dude? Okay. Nope. I'm good up on ammo. Oh, you know what? Maybe what we do... He actually did walk by it last time. If I go here, he might just walk by me. And if he doesn't, then we kill him. Alright, sounds good there, SG. Appreciate it. That's interesting. When you said he was a tutor, I didn't know if that meant... Like, I don't know what that entails necessarily. And, you know, it could be they come to your house or they go... Oh, it's just box. Just walk. Keep walking. Yeah. It is funny. It is just a box, but the box wasn't there on your last patrol. So, that would be a little suspect. Gotcha. Oh, need the pal. Be a pal, please. I went through a long way for that. Wait, what? Why is it not working? Oh, there it goes. Code 2 activated. Isn't this actually bad? Are we doing something bad as a result? Does this not shut it down? I forget. They wanted us to do this the whole time or something.
Okay, there goes pal code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
He's my real pal. I feel like there's probably other ways to warm a key. I guess it's got to be hotter than body heat or something. Must be pretty darn toasty. Okay, let's slap on a box. Where's he coming from? I mean, I know he's going to be coming from up there, but how long? How long do I have to sit here? Twiddle my thumbs. So, what's going on with you all? Huh, just a box. Yeah, he doesn't even notice it on the way in. It's interesting. All right, he will hear me, but that's okay. What was that noise? Huh. I could go for a baked potato. I don't have any potatoes. Man, I've thrown out a lot of potatoes recently. I mean, over the last couple of months, I bought like fresh bags of potatoes, and I think they're pretty cheap, so like it's not, but I hate wasting food. But I think the last 2 times I bought, I just forgot about them, like in my pantry or whatever. And by the time I'm like, oh man, I should make something with potatoes, mashed potatoes or scalloped potatoes, or I don't know, kind of air fry something up or something, or baked potato. Every time I think about it, I forget until like it's way too late, and then they're all gross and overgrown and spongy feeling, and I have to throw them out. Throw out like 2 bags of potatoes without eating a single one. Disappointing. Just throwing money away. Yeah, I hate that. It honestly, it feels bad. It feels gross. You're certainly not cooking with them, because at that point, I don't know, maybe technically they wouldn't be like rancid yet or anything, and maybe there's something you could do with like, but if you try to do just standard stuff, no, it's not. They're gone. Oh shoot, there's dudes here now. As I mentioned before, this is such a living world, like this game. It's just like, things are constantly happening and changing in front of you, which is interesting, I will say. Let's use this ration. I don't know what we need. We might want to slap on, and that's honestly, that's why I should have realized there was a reason. Remember when I said like I should go do the heated one first? Although I bet, no, yeah, because there wouldn't have been people. Maybe there would have been people on the way back, but now I got to go through it twice. I should have done it. I should have went straight for the fire, because through the fire and flames we carry on. How long have I been streaming? Not even 2 hours yet. Okay. I forget, do these birds ever try to attack me? I thought they did. Oh shoot, what was another game? We were talking about like games we were excited about. I bought one and I played the demo and then I bought it and I haven't really gotten very far. But it was called Endocopia or something, and I was thinking about streaming it, but maybe that would be not wise.
No one else can hear us. Go
okay.
ahead.
Sorry.
He was telling me to turn my monitor off.
Want the colonel to hear.
But yeah, it's like a point and click, but like seems kind of interesting and also horror related.
He's the one who told me.
Seems really good, but I haven't played very much of it.
DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake. Have you ever heard of something?
I was gonna say you could have a potato without cheese, but you very much cleared that up. Of like, and who wants a potato without cheese? That will make it better, certainly. I will agree. But a baked potato, especially if you got like sour cream, I'm out of sour cream. Sour cream, salt, you're probably good. If you want pepper, that would add some more. Butter would work as well. Butter, salt, pepper. Sour cream, but cheese will elevate it. If you got to go even further, if you got bacon or something, then you elevate it even further. Are a lot of people streaming Endocopia? Because I didn't know if it was popular or anything. It did have overwhelmingly positive reviews though, and that's why I decided to try out the demo. Oh yeah, you said ground beef. Oh, and bacon. Wow, you're going okay. You're actually going pretty. You're not actually going ham, but you're kind of going ham with it. Going ham adjacent with bacon.
What her motive was.
Does the colonel know?
I'm not sure, but he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay.
I will say, adding cheese to that would elevate it. I would just go ham on it without cheese. But I would prefer cheese. But if I didn't have any, that still sounds amazing. Beef, sour cream, bacon, that sounds amazing.
I'd like to avoid the rough stuff.
But then again, I just like potatoes, so I would just be okay with, literally, as I mentioned, I mean, if you're making mashed potatoes, that's just salt, butter, potato. You can do other things to it, but I would go wild on just a big old bowl of mashed potatoes right now. Starian or Starian, I don't have that. I don't actually. People do that all the time, and I have no idea how to turn on follow age. But let me click. If I can go, I'm not doing this from. I don't have my manager for Twitch up, but I'm curious now. Let's see. 10 years ago, we've been talking about that. So if that's the case, all 3 of my viewers have been around for over a decade. Streaming Metal Gear Solid 1, really? Let's see. Wow, yeah, 2014. Wow. That's wild. Was that... I mean, I would have streamed Metal Gear Solid. I've streamed Metal Gear Solid many times over the years, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's where you first found me. That's interesting. I'm a variety streamer, so I just Metal Gear Solid's one of my favorite games, and it's, you know, just it's silly fun getting back into it. But yeah, we've got wow. Oh, you know what? I was going to say, Mr. King Cat, you changed your account, I believe. So I don't think that is the accurate date. I think you had your other account that I would have to check. But yeah, man, we've got people from 2014 in here. That's crazy. That is crazy. I'm not going to lie. That's wild. And, you know, I stream off and on. I've been streaming since 2013, I think. And it's always just been, we were talking about this earlier, just a thing that I do on the side for fun. I just got laid off recently. So I'm like, hey, let's get back into streaming a little bit. And just have a little bit of fun with the pals. But it is wild that, like, everyone in here has been watching me for over 10 years now. It's funny, I actually just encountered the hidden bomb, if that's what you're referring to. There's 2 in this game, right? There's one early on. Oh God, what is happening? What is my life? Okay. Hey, calm down over there, Chief. There are claymores all around here, so I'm gonna be a snake. I'm gonna be a sneaky little snake. Hey, Naomi, I'm gonna be a sneaky little snake, okay? Is that good? Does that work? Look what... All right, I'm just being a little snake, just being a sneaky little snake, just snaking around, just nobody will see me. Nobody could ever see me. If there was a guy right in front of me, just standing up, he would not notice. Oh, run away. All right, hit the button real quick. Pop on up this elevator. Nobody will hear it. It's not loud. It's not obnoxious. What was that noise? 14th of March in 2014. Wow. Oh, man. That's wild. That is wild. Oh, I remember back in the day when I was a young whippersnapper and I streamed and, oh, I made all the money in the world. Oh, okay. And now I'm funemployed and, are you guys gonna get tired of me saying that? Let's just keep on keeping on. Okay, so what do we have to... Don't put it like that. All right, guys. There's one way that I can think of to really make sure that we get this hot. Just make sure this is real. Oh. What happened? What? Okay. We're unk. Washed unks. There you go. Now it's hot. It's hot enough. Is that good? Was that worth the bit? Probably not. Calm down. I'm not dead. I'm just not alive anymore. Snake, that means you're dead. I don't know what you're talking about. I guess I should probably put up Naomi if we're going to do that. There you go. All right. Okay, what is my dog doing? My dog's like, why are you screaming? Why are you being weird? Being weird is my default state, okay? I did change my Twitch name, and the funny thing is we were actually talking about it today. This I've had now for years, but this was meant to be a, it was meant to be like a temporary thing. And I changed it, and I was just going to change it until I found a name that I liked more. Because if you know me, if you've, I mean, you guys have watched me stream, if any time I have a chance to like make a silly name for a character, I did. And I've got hundreds of them, and Durf Gibble's just kind of stuck. And I changed it, you know, just for privacy reasons or whatever. And also for branding reasons, whatever, all that. And I at one point changed it, and I was going to change it immediately, like, you know, come up with a better name, a funnier name, a whatever name. And I think on Twitch you can't change it constantly. So yeah, I was like, okay, well, I guess this is it. And I guess in a couple months when they allow you to change it again, I'll change it. And I just never did. What is over here? I did not go over here before. I guess this is probably a place that would get it real hot and bothered. Don't. Oh, that's above me. I can just walk through it. How's it going there, Gray Fox? Glad to have you here. We are... Ow! Burning myself. Oh, jeez. Wait, is that enough to make it? If this doesn't make it... I went the wrong way. There it is. The PAL. Come on! It's just neutral now. Come on. Naomi, I really just burned the crap out of myself. What do you do? Put some ointment on it. Okay, hopefully, yeah, we'll be warm real quick here. I'll just go back. Stop government naming me, everyone. Stop. That's my Christian name, or I don't know. All right, so we're just gonna chill here in the steam room. You know, we're just gonna get a little just spicy over here. Oh, jeez! My mom calls me that. All right, I am just freshly out of drank, so I might go get me another. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm glad to see some familiar faces. And Gray Fox, if you're not familiar with this stream, unless, is it possible? Because I've had so many viewers and followers over the years. Now I got to check. I'm like, wait, maybe you were a viewer back when I streamed Metal Gear. Because that sounds really familiar as well, but it's also a name from this game. But anyway, I'm a variety streamer. I just play a bunch of different games, and we're revisiting Metal Gear because it's one of my favorite games. Anyway, God dang it. Could you please actually stop that? I can't, I literally can't even do it on here. Now I gotta moderate my moderators. And that, I literally can't do this from here. How do I don't want to, I just want to remove that, please. I would prefer not to have my name out there. That's frustrating. SG, you're going to jail. I'm pressing the button that puts you in jail. If I could find it. Dang it, I put myself in jail. God dang it. This is funny though. This is something I need to realize, that I need my stream manager open, because I'm doing this all from OBS. I'm trying something kind of new. And yeah, anyway, I can't seem to do it. I don't think I can do it. I can just ban people from the other, but I don't think I can delete things from here. So that's really weird. I don't know why that's the case. Man, why? Yeah, I actually don't know why I can't do that. I should have the power to delete things myself. And it's fine, everyone's here, but... Oh. Dang it. No, now it's actually gone. I clicked the wrong thing, and I just banned. I think I just banned. Anyway, see you another time. I do appreciate it. I don't know how to unban now. Dang it. Sorry. This has been a mess. I'm bad at streaming apparently. I just didn't want all the eyes on me, and I was trying to actually King Cat, can you unban? I don't know how to do that. It literally, I was trying to delete, and it was, oh, here's this icon. I literally lost all my ability to like even moderate my own channel. Normally you can just like fellow mods can't, but yeah, like I've always been able to, if I just clicked on something, I can delete and it would say removed from chat. I literally can't oh man, I'm gonna have to go to the, that's frustrating. That's so frustrating. Well, sorry about that. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. We're going to get into more of this. I want to beat this game, so hopefully we'll do it in the very near future because we're cooking. We're making some progress. We're getting very close to the end. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here. I will just go get me another drink. Maybe I'll get me a quick snack just so... Oh, you removed a ban. Cool. Okay. Hey, SG. Well, that's... You see, I'm serious about this. I don't... oh, and unmodded. God dang it. How do I... No, it says you're modded. I can unmod you right now. Maybe if I unmod and mod again. It literally says you're modded. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you all. Anyway, I will be right back. I think we stopped that for now. Hopefully. I can't even moderate my own chat. It won't let me. It literally would not let me just like, hey, delete this message. I can pin it. I can reply to it. Did Twitch change? But anyway, I will be back so very shortly. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you in a bit. Let's go with this one because it's topical. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I really do appreciate you waiting. Yeah, I can breathe. I just, when you're unmodded for like the minute or whatever, I'd like to think like you were just in a state of purgatory. You were just banned, modded, ratioed. Yeah, and that's funny because like again, I should be able to do very simple things. I've always been able just to like delete messages. Like even if it's just somebody says something that's like untoward, or somebody says something that's like, you know, like, oh man, maybe you shouldn't say that to another fellow viewer or whatever. Like I've always been able to do that without warning people. I can warn people that was something, maybe that's what I need to do instead. Maybe that would delete that message, but I didn't want that. Like I'm not warning someone. I just wanted to delete a specific message, and it did not like that. But I will say, SG, there is very distinct reasons why I do not want my name, and because let's just put it this way, it is very easy to know exactly where I live. It is very easy if you know my name, which I know you guys do, to find out exactly where I live. And I have a few valuable things that I don't want people to come over and try to steal, take advantage of, or I don't want to have to kill somebody who comes to my house and tries to break in. Like I really don't want to be responsible for that. And it's just one of those things where it wouldn't take much to if somebody was intent enough, it would be a 5-minute search. I know a way that you could find my house very easily. So anyway, while I know you all know my name, that's fine. I'd prefer, you know, I wish that was never the case, but I'm not worried about you all. But still, it's just one of those things that if that gets out, and if it's on the internet, it's on the VODs, it's on all of that, like all it would take is one person to ruin it for literally everyone. And that would not be very cool. And the fact that, like, you said, you know, I thought you could delete it. Okay, but that ruins the stream, because now I have to alt-tab, which has been breaking this game, and I have to, like, specifically find the message and delete it. So, and then it doesn't matter, because the damage might have already been done. Let's say somebody does want to, now they can screenshot it. Like, so even if I could delete it, that doesn't solve the problem. So anyway, that's all. I meant to leave this on while I went to break. I guess I alt-tabbed because it would be warm by the time I got back here, but apparently. All right, I guess if I don't know, we just got to run around. I really want this ration, but every time we tried doing it last night, we died, and that wasn't super cool. I'd prefer not to die. But yeah, this is one of those things where, like, the game's great, but this part I literally just have to wait, and that's fine. It's not a problem, but that's why I wish I would have just went to the BRB screen whilst this was active, because it would be hot enough. I'm just gonna spin to win. That's all you got to do. It does suck though that we're in this day and age with technology that you can't just have any amount of anonymity. Like, I would even be okay with people like knowing, but like there should be a method. The problem is like government, you know, bureaucracy and all has not kept up with the times. Because like there are, if you know somebody's number or so their name, you can like figure out their phone number, you can figure out their address. There's no way, and I even remember when I was buying a house, I was trying to like ask my realtor, is there any way I can like spend money to be removed from any public records? Because I don't want people finding my house. And that would also be the truth for like, I plan on at some point, if I get a job again, I would like to, I've been looking for years to buy a place to put a cabin on in the middle of nowhere. If somebody just finds out where that is, they'd be like, oh, we can just go hang out there. Or like if he leaves stuff there, we could steal it. He's not going to be there year round. So it's kind of lame that, again, government aspects have not kept up with that. Nightbot, that's the thing. Nightbot is, man, bit of a rascal. Nightbot knows all. Oh, there it's red. Nice. Okay. And again, it's not like it's an actual concern, but it's one of those things like if I was popular, it would be a concern. Because, you know, you think of all those people out there that have millions of viewers. Like, you know, it blows my mind that more people like Markiplier, and he probably does have, like, some of those people do have, like, people know his name, and that's not secret. He'll tell people. But, like, what does he do to keep somewhat anonymous? Because people know his name, and that's why it doesn't really matter. Like, it probably doesn't. But, like I say, I know how to look up using my name, my address very easily. And it's like, that's not cool. But I'm like, I don't know how Tom Cruise or like Will Smith or, you know, again, if we're just talking about YouTubers and stuff, how does oh, calm down there, Chief. How does like Markiplier or like PewDiePie or whatever, how do they keep anonymous? I actually don't know. All right, so we got to do this again, apparently, which isn't my favorite thing of all time. We should probably... Okay, we're not going to use that. We'll use a stun. Because I have not used a single one. Maybe I did early on. Okay. I should probably use one of these. And that's it. You could absolutely have a gated community with security, and that's probably the case. Come on, guys. They just ran right by it, and they didn't care. All right. Now I'm going to end up hitting my own freaking... I am. Wow. There are 2 claymores to my south. Golly. I love this game. The shooting in it is not good. Ow. How are they getting by my explosions? They just must be right outside the cone. And now I'm going to hit my own. Come on, dude. That was embarrassing. This game is embarrassing. And yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. You'd have, like, security and, like, you can have security cameras and you can have all that. But, like, those people oftentimes, like, they might live in a gated community and have all that. But for one, I can't do that. And then also, I don't know, like, people go on vacation and all it would take is, I guess, a gated community, though. You're kind of screwed. You would actually... I guess you could not really get in if that's the case. If it literally requires you to have a... Oh, they're gone? Did they all explode? I guess I'm confused about that. There were no more claymores. Okay. All right. This guy is going to try to shoot me, and I don't appreciate that, quite frankly. And yeah, maybe I'm a little too paranoid. Oh! Okay. I might be a little too paranoid, but, like, at the same time, I don't know. Like I say, all it would take is one to ruin it for the bunch. But yeah, I mean, there's people out there that have, like, multiple houses. Like, how do they do it? I guess they could all be in gated communities, and they just know... Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Not something I've ever really thought about, because I'm not in a position to remedy that. Okay, so we're almost done with this portion. That took way too much effort, I will say. That's funny, King Cat. I remember at one point seeing some kind of... And I didn't read the article, so I don't remember, but I remember seeing the headline of, like, it saying that AI, or, like, OpenAI, or, like, Anthropic, or whoever, like, the various companies were losing out, you know, Microsoft with Copilot, were losing out on, like, it was costing millions because people were saying please and thank you and like, being nice to it, to AI when talking and stuff. So, I don't know how true that is, but, like, literally every time you say please, thank you, whatever, or respond to it in that way, that's more computing power it requires to essentially, you know, read it. And so if you say please, but you know you're trying to get in good with the AI overlord, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her
We already
grandfather
he
being
said
an
this like 3 times, is he not? Is he telling me different info? It would be interesting to see any amount of data on does saying please, thank you, whatever, does it even change the outcome whatsoever? Like, has it impacted anything? What the heck with the birds? Am I stupid? We already killed this guy.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road
Dude.
for you. Right, my friends?
Alright, guys, I want to quit. I want to stop the stream.
How dare you kill my friends?
I don't think you realize how frustrating this is. I think I just lost all of that progress. And I think it was all because of that stupid joke of me killing myself. Yeah. Yeah, and that's a good point too there, King Cat. Like anytime it says just like there's always like, you know, if you correct it, it's like, you're absolutely right. Just even that kind of thing. Or is this what you're looking for? Or like, I could also do this. Like, you know, because sometimes you're asking like a very simple question or like one a very simple thing. And then even just like the addition of, please ensure, like, you know, or I could also do this for you if you would like. And like just adding all of that, multiply that by the millions of prompts, you know, it's like, how much does that cost? The part that boomers always forget to cut out of the email. The part where, yeah, you just like, they include their prompt in it. I saw that recently where somebody was giving a rejection letter. I think it was on LinkedIn because I've been on LinkedIn a lot, where it was literally, you know, which I will say, getting a rejection letter is better than not getting one. Because if you apply to something and you just don't know, you're just stuck in the ether of like, maybe they'll contact me, maybe they won't. Oh, a couple weeks went by, probably not. But, you know, it is at least nice hearing like hey, we're not going with you. We're going forward with somebody else. Even if they don't give a valid reason or you think you would have been a good fit, that's so much better than just getting nothing. But I saw on LinkedIn, I think it might have been Reddit, but they'd copied and pasted, and it was like, it included the prompt from like HR or like the hiring team, whatever it was, stating, please create a warm rejection letter regarding whatever. And they included that in the prompt, or they included their prompt in the email response to the submitter. And it's like, that's so embarrassing. Oh, and I mean, like, I think there's a lot of things that AI has done well and will continue to do well and will get better at. But I do find it to be incredibly bleak. I think there's a lot of negative things that it's doing to society in general, whether that be not actually learning things because, you know, you're essentially using it just to cheat on a test, or even if you're not using it to cheat, you're just not actually gaining that knowledge. You're asking something and regurgitating what it regurgitated based off of all of the other information that it has gathered. LinkedIn lunatics. I'll have to check that out. That sounds pretty funny. I might be done streaming this right now because I wanted to beat it, but like literally I thought I saved right before I made a bad joke and I jumped into the lava, and I thought I saved before that. Okay, the way we can find it out is I think I should have a level 7 key card. And I almost even said that. I was like, wait, I thought I had a level 7. And it's not that much. Well, it was probably more than 20 minutes of gameplay. Well, okay, maybe not more than 20 minutes of gameplay because we could skip through all those dialogues that we were talking about, foodstuffs at the time, I believe. But what I need to do is, if I go back here, I need to kill what's-his-face again, which takes some time. I need to go kill, like, up to the area to hear Liquid and Ocelot talking. Then I need to go get the card from the rat, and then I need to go back up, and then I need to go heat up the card and cool it down. So that's a bunch of back and forth. That's minimum. That's a decent amount of time. So that's just very annoying. All for a joke. I just made a joke. I was like, oh, I bet this will heat it up. And I thought I saved right beforehand. And now we're, all the way back here. That is so frustrating. And it's mostly my fault. But I could have swore I saved right beforehand. Maybe I overwrote that save? Wow, we're all the way back here. Can I buy you the sausage game as apology? I mean, you don't need to, but I mean, you can. I guess I don't. That's not necessary. Yeah, and it's like, again, that's not that big of a deal, but that's a little bit of time, and now I need to do it again because I just redid my save, which means I need to go down the elevator, fight those guys again, go get the boss battle. It's just annoying. We certainly were. Yeah. I don't think we would not be friends on Steam. Maybe we were never. I don't know. I could have swore we were, though. It'd just be Durf Gibbles, I believe. Yeah, this is not cool. I don't know why that happened. I might just... And the more we talk about it, the more it's like I could just be doing it. But I'm disappointed. That was a bit of a decent amount of effort that we just have to put into that. And I don't want to. I just don't want to. Just don't feel like it. Sounds lame. Sounds like something I don't want to do. Oh, really? Oh, wait. The guy SG has is a Dutch. Because I thought you meant the guy I have. The guy I have is also a... right? Isn't he like a pop star? Oh, okay. You mentioned SG. You said the guy you have. That's why. Yes. And the funny thing is, so, that was like my friends also have silly names and they had silly profile pictures. I have a folder somewhere of just like silly faces. And that was one of them. I just like was looking through, profile pictures or whatever, or like, headshots of people. And I would just like take those and I've got like, and I would make up names for them. Like, Durf Gibbles was one, Gerb Herbers was another, Thatch Bogesley was another, and I would just like try to fit a name to a face, and that one was one of them. See, and that's the problem. There's a lot of Durf Gibbles out there because I was in the Russian Badger video where he mentions me by name, and it was funny, and so people saw that video and were like, oh, that's a funny name, I'm gonna use that. Literally, even on Twitch, there is somebody that uses that picture on Twitch that is not me. I don't know if they have any followers even. That's weird. Maybe I have mine set to private or something? I don't think so, because, I mean, I've had other people find me. That's weird. That is strange. Huh. Don't know what to tell you. How many games do I own? If you're asking me, a lot. If I look at it, so actually I saw this on Reddit today where people were talking about it. They don't count free games. So the amount of games in my library is certainly different than the amount of games in, like, on my profile. So in my library, it says I have 2,531 games on Steam. And of course I have things like Epic, and some are duplicates on Epic, obviously. And then I also have like GOG games like this, for instance, the game that we're playing right now. I got from GOG. I have a few, here and there, probably a couple hundred games on GOG. A lot of overlap again. If I look at my profile, how many does it say I actually have? because again, it doesn't. Still a lot, 2,179. Oh yeah, I probably have. And again, what are we talking about? If you just say how many games do you own, I also own many original Nintendo games. I also own a decent amount of Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 games and 3DO games. Like, I've got a lot of games. I've got PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 2 games. I probably still have the original Metal Gear Solid that I played growing up. I got some Xbox, One, Xbox 360 games. I got a lot of games. Yeah, that's weird. You see me pop on Steam all the time, but I thought you said we weren't friends. Now I'm really confused. Or you didn't think we were. Huh. I am not seeing us as friends here. That's so freaking weird. And I mean, I have gone in and removed people at times, but I have people that I would have removed way before, like this person. I played games with him once, and he's still a friend on there. So I don't think that would have been the case. This guy is a guy I used to work with, and he hasn't even been on for over, like, almost 200 days or something. So I don't have many friends on Steam, but I feel like I thought we were. Huh. I'm really confused. Yeah, I'm not seeing you in the list. I don't have, like, it's only 30 people. I'm just, like, looking back and forth. I got King Cat on it. That's really weird. Huh. And I can't. Oh, I would need a friend code. Oh, you can search for friends. No, you need a... Yeah, you can't just... Oh, no, you can search for friends. Okay, I'm just bad at vision, apparently. I mean, that's you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Now that you say that, I'm like, I don't know if we ever were. Because I feel like I've never seen... like, you see profile pictures all the time when somebody launches a game or something. Yeah, I don't think we ever were friends on Steam. Now that I look at... Assuming this is your profile... Yeah, I don't think so. Weird. But I am somewhat confused because I don't think I had my profile set as private. I don't know how I checked that. I mean, maybe I did at one point. Maybe I got sick of people constantly adding me, but I don't know. Account details. Oh, I would not be embarrassed to show that. That is a game I play frequently. I don't. I think I know what you're talking about, though. There's at the time, like when I first started Steam, you couldn't have... Now, I don't know. Is there actually nudity in that game? I don't know. But there's certainly voluptuous women playing volleyball. But I think now, I mean, unless they changed it somewhat recently, you can have the most X-rated games on Steam. That is certainly the case. No, Steam straight up now, you can have the most raunchy stuff. But at the time, you couldn't. You could have kind of like PG-13, but you couldn't actually have nudity. Now you can have, yes, as raunchy as you could possibly imagine. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here. Anyway, what do we do? I don't know if I just don't know if it's in me to keep playing. Just a little irritated. No way, I must get it banned. Send me all the links. So, and actually, I'm looking at it right now because mine are turned off. If you go to your account settings on Steam and go to your store preferences, you can turn on mature content filtering. And like I have like some nudity or sexual content is allowed because think of like that would probably even count certain things in Metal Gear. Like there's some nudity or there's at least sexual content. There's also frequent nudity or sexual content. There's also adult only sexual content, which is turned off as an option here. And you can hit like example games and it'll literally tell me a couple of the names of these. And yeah, I guess it's just rotating. I wonder if it always changes. because I don't recognize any of these. There's a lot of them out there though, but yeah, these are like straight up actual porn games. But if I look at something, oh, see, that's interesting. It'll tell you all the examples. So frequent violence or gore. I mean, we know what that's going to be. It's going to be, you know, Doom, and they're saying like, I don't know, something like Tarkov or Mortal Shell, Blacksmith or Myth, Wukong, Helldivers 2. Some nudity or sexual content is things like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I just played that, and there was some nudity. There was actual like sex scenes and stuff. I don't think you saw anything, but there you saw them nude. Grand Theft Auto, that certainly has some, like it's got strip clubs and stuff. Baldur's Gate 3, there's certainly a bit of that. So you know what I mean? Like you can get a little bit more risque, and that was always allowed on Steam as far as I know. But then frequent nudity is like, yeah, I mean, these are games that have some porn in it, and then adult only is just straight up porn, I believe. Stop saying it like that. You know, and now that I think about it, so yeah, we might not have ever been friends on Steam. I know you've given me some games, but you might have just given me like codes, like through Discord or something. Yeah, that must have been it, because I feel like you have at one point given me like a code or something. Maybe that's what we were thinking of, like for use on Steam. Experiencing the Mandela effect. Okay, is there anyone playing this game on... We could check it out, I guess, on stream. Should we play it on stream? I don't know. It's a weird game about sausage. It does have its own category here. There are 6,000 people watching this right now. What the heck? Now, of course, because it's Twitch and the rich get richer, you know, almost all of the viewers are from one stream. Like literally 5.4 thousand people are watching on one of those streams. And the next person is still, I mean, I would kill for this, but 659. And then after that, it drops off to 29. So yeah, it's 6,000 people are watching, over 6,000, but it's really just, yeah. We've seen you play worse. Maybe. What's been worse? What have I streamed that's been worse? I've played a lot of games over the years, and not necessarily good ones. Some I've played that are very good. We're going to put this back on because something other than a black background. And I guess while I get this set up, might as well... Yeah, I mean, don't say that this is worse. You better not. All right, so I think this is probably not a game you play with your controller, although maybe. Let's get it installed. Oh, of course. The problem is I'm being evicted from this place pretty soon, so I don't know if the jacuzzi, like you might not see it much more in the near future. We can hang here, but don't know how much longer. Okay, I gotta change my title and whatnot here. Hopefully it works. I don't know. I'm just gonna say this game is weird. I can't think of an interesting title. It's literally called A Weird Game, so I don't even know if it's weird, but they're claiming it is. A weird game about sausage. Okay. A weird game about sausage. Dang it. Ah, it's not on Kick. Yeah. That's the problem, like, you know, trying to multi-stream where I'm like, this should work, but it's not. What about, like, indie game? Can we just do... Yeah, indie game's fine. Something just generic. Funemployed. This game is weird. And about sausages. I really liked the hobo game. And actually, that's where this came from. If you recall, I had like an intro that was. I mean, I can find it here. I'm sure. Yeah. like literally, I was just like, I'm gonna make that as my as like a separate scene now. And I always had this scene, but yeah, and I think I had it at the time. But that's why I made this scene, was for playing that game. And I liked that game a lot. It was actually a very good like RPG. It was, you know, a little rough around the edges at times, but I feel like that was absolutely kind of the goal. Like, you know, that like, or like it fit the setting. I don't know. Okay, so a weird game about sausage. I manifested living on the streets. I don't think so. If that's the case, then why the heck didn't I manifest, you know, living in, I don't know, like a money mansion? Like, how is this not manifested? I feel like I use this way more frequently. How didn't I, you know, live in a world with, you know, jacuzzi and hanging out and having hot girls just be able to, you know, join me? Like, how didn't I manifest that? Oh well. Oh well. Okay, let's just get into this. What do you say? Alright, I guess my ladies can get out of here. Why is this not working? What am I doing? What am I clicking on? I'm trying to mess with some things on this. Oh well. We'll just move them off screen. Just know that they're always there and they're always in my heart. Okay? So jot that down. Alright. What do we got going on here? Settings. Got a whole lot of settings. What can I say? Oh, interesting. You guys aren't seeing it properly. This is not the full... I'm going to have to mess with things. I'm going to have to do a little bit of behind the scenes work. There we go. That's it. So, yeah. Not many options here. This is a weird game about sausage or whatever. Donut. Is there any audio? Oh, yeah, there it is. Let me know if it's too loud. It sounds really loud. All right, I'm incredible. I think I win. I'm just good. I'm just good at games. All right. Banana. Huh. Yeah. Nailed it. First try. Incredible. Incredible. Actually, probably... you know what? That might not be copyright. Because it would be in public domain at this point, but maybe that recording would be. So I don't know. It's a good point. Oh, that one's not going to work. Oh, that one's going to work. I'm incredible. I lied about it not working. I knew it was going to work. All right. Chili. Oh, no. I didn't mean to. Nah, I messed up. Is he going to yell at me or something? Nope. Okay. Oh, he's good with meat. I'm pretty dang good with meat. Got my meat. Yeah. Is it really going to play the song every time? Here's the hope. That's... Do something a little bit different, you know? Oh, well. They did poorly with that. That wasn't me. Oh, do you? Like, does cooking it actually matter? I don't think it does. Maybe it does. Okay, it doesn't. Good. Good to know. Right in his nose. That's right where somebody wants it. Taking a wiener to the nose. Oh! Okay. Just slapping his face with a wiener. Okay, now I've lost the plot. What a weird game about sausage. Didn't quite get where we wanted it, but I'll be wishing for that music. They changed the music. Chinese characters. Okay. Oh, butts. Oh, butts. Ah. Oh, you won't be winning. That's fair. I will rage quit before we get to that point. But they could. Oh, see, Balloon, this is already too hard. I'm already done. I'm already over it. I'm already done with this game. I got my $3 worth, right? I got your $3 worth, right? Dang it. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bad time. It's a bad time, Bob. Who the heck is messaging me? Oh, just Steam telling me I got a gift. You don't say. What was it? Was it a weird game? Weird game about something meat related? Something a little bit, just grilling up some meats. Make sure we're, in the proper situation to grill up some meats. Got my number one dad shirt on. And, Unk is chopped or whatever. I don't know. What other hats do I got? I got other hats here? I think I do. I got another hat? That's not a hat. That's not a hat. What the hell? What is that? All right, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm doing stuff behind the scenes. Why is there a hole? Oh, because we were playing this. This is the game, or this is the scene I used when we played a game about digging a hole. And so obviously I like to reuse some of my scenes, if it is pertinent. This was also one that, if we were doing a little bit of grilling and it was 4th of July, we had a little bit of, you can hear some fireworks going. We can get the dirt hole out of there. We can probably remove the dirt, I guess, if we want to. Probably don't need it. And see, I was making it so it specifically started out. Got rid of myself. I'm doing a little bit of behind the scenes action here. Well, it started out as like a small, there was a hole, and then there was some dirt, and then there was more dirt, and then there was, I don't have any more. But yeah. Got some mortars. See, we were having. Oh man, it's fun. All right. Hard Space Shipbreaker? Was that a thing? Did I do something here for that? Was that part of this? Did I miss something? See, there's the fireworks going. Silly stuff, fun stuff. All right. I don't feel as though I'm going to beat this one. I just don't want to. I'm never going to do it. So we're just going to get used to seeing that. Oh, fine. I did it. Oh, I loved, Hard Space Shipbreaker was great. My one thing is I wish it was co-op. I wish there was a co-op version of it. Is this not it? Oh, because it's resting on that sucks. Okay. Yep. I was just like, this is perfect. I'm burning his tongue. I don't think so. Oh, man. I wonder can you get it? I had it in its mouth, but can you, get it down its throat? Can you actually have it eat it? Because that would be the easiest way. I can't tell. Yeah. Oh, Heidi would go crazy. Anytime I, cook up burgers or hot dogs or something, she's there. She wants that. Okay. I'm sick of this already. I'm sick of it. And SG, I don't appreciate that you bought this for me. I just don't. So just jot that down. Golly. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I mean, this is going to get really tough. I know that's the point of it. But I do think I'll get to a point where I'm just yeah, I could spend a lot. This doesn't feel like, let's put it this way, getting over it with Bennett Foddy. I really liked the challenge and I liked getting better. I don't feel as though I want to get better doing this. I'm sure it can be good. Okay, I got it that time. Okay, red and blue pills. So you probably just want to lay it across because you don't want it to go through the middle. But yeah, I mean, I just wonder how many, you could make so many levels of this and pump it out that I'm worried that it doesn't even have a tracker. It doesn't say how many oh man, that could have been good. That could have been something. But yeah, this could use a soundtrack. Well, the tracker's at the end, but we're never going to get to the end is my point. Because I will give up. I will run out of things to say. I will get irritated. We've already been streaming for almost 3 hours. Okay, that should be enough. Good. But yeah, I feel like it's a funny concept. I don't hate it, but I kind of wish it had some more interesting music. And it would be nice to know. Now, I get it. They don't want to give it away, but I would like to know, are we a third of the way through? Are we a quarter of the way through? Are we 1/100th of the way through? Like, I just would like to know. And there's no way to do that. Darn. This isn't actually a hard one if it wasn't for how far away it is. Because that's the problem. Like, flipping it that far is a little bit... Yeah, see, like, you can get it on the edge, but then it goes too far. So I need, like, 2/3 of it to be off the edge. Or, sorry, 2/3 of it to be not off the edge. To be... Yeah. FTL, I love FTL. And you know what? I actually was playing it somewhat recently. I didn't play a lot of it, but I had added a mod, which is, I forget what they call it, but it's like a universe mod that adds ships, it adds new events, it adds like new races, it adds a lot. So FTL would be a lot of fun. Because, I mean, the base game's great. And I don't know if I ever really... I beat it like a couple times, but I never beat it with all the ships, or I don't ever got like a hard difficulty win. But FTL is great. A lot of those games I used to play were great, you know, whether it be FTL or Binding of Isaac or Spelunky, like all those games, they're still very good. They hold up. Oh, wow, that was way too much. I don't know. So, like, with this, I think it's something about, like, it's certainly meant to be a rage game, and I think I would get there to some point, but it's never going to make me as rage-induced as getting over it with Bennett Foddy. Because, like, getting over it with Bennett Foddy, for one, you lose progress. This, it's just beating your head against a wall until, you know, you eventually get it. And sometimes you might literally just get lucky. You hit it at the right angle, or, you know, with the right amount of zhuzh, and, you know, you're good. This, like, also getting over with Bennett Foddy does feel like you can get so much better at it. This, it's like, yeah, you can get used to the angles, but there's like, I don't know. Why would you call that a watering cup? Who in their right mind, is this like not a native English speaker? Who would call that a watering cup? Or a water cup? Now, it's a mug, it's a vessel in which you could put water. But come on. Who's getting their definitions? Wow, I launched that. I hooked that wiener. There we go. Now, see, also, they could have done more. If there was more interaction, and maybe there will be, like things moving down the road, that would make it a little bit more interesting. I also would like to see, in that case, it went into a water cup. Why doesn't water come out? If they would have called it a coffee mug, why wouldn't coffee come out and splash out? So I'm not trying to like actually poop on this game. It's a $3 game and it's well done. It's fun. But I'm just like, I got to find something to talk about. And there's part of me that's like, man, they could do more with this concept. Also, change the backgrounds. Get us a little bit more color. We got this like kind of off, you know, white color going on. Change it up every couple levels. Or every level. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so you got to have it. This one's interesting because I almost have to have it on the back end or it's just going to hit the top. So like maybe there and then... no, I got to... Because if I can hit the beak and then have it rotate the opposite way... Go... Yeah, interesting. This one might take me some time. Or I got to get lucky. Yeah, and I will say, I mean, like, for what it is, this is quite good at doing what it's doing. It's not the kind of game that has a lot of replayability, I don't feel, either. It's like, yeah, you know, you spent $3, and I do love those. I do love the kind of, like, bite-sized games of just, like, you know, you got a goal. Hopefully you can beat it. Oh, see, that's what I was trying to go for. I thought if I hit it with enough action, you know, it'd keep flipping and go the other way. Nope. Not doing it. Ain't in it to win it. Okay, what if I... Okay, you know what? There's something I haven't realized. Let's try something. Oops, not that. Probably shouldn't try that. Oh, it immediately drops it if you hold it down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, can I get it on the panel? Can I put it on the handle, I should say. How's it going there, APC? Glad to have you here. How's life a-treating ya? Been a little bit. Been a hot minute. All right, so does it fall off? Oh, it does, so it can't go on the handle. Because I was going to say, maybe I can flip it up. Yep. Yeah, I don't know how to do this one aside from just be better. Australia can't complain. That's good. I can complain. Oh. Well, hot dog. It's APC. Come on. Hey, I would take winter over summer. It gets way too hot here. I loved Seattle summers, but man, Montana, it can get real hot. I was expecting it to be cold. I didn't expect the heat. It's winter, but it's hot. Gotcha. See, I don't like the heat. I'm a pansy when it comes to heat. Yep. There we go. Oh, almost had it. Darn it. That was close. Darn. Oh well. He's come, he's go. Darn. That was our best bet. See, I don't know what that is in freedom units, but 20 is pretty warm. I know that. So 19 is pretty warm. No, as far as I know, no real natural disasters. I mean, there's fires, I guess. That would be the closest, but it's not anything like California has fires all the time or Canada has fires all the time. But there can be wildfires. But that can happen, you know, in Washington too, in certain areas. 66 degrees. Okay, that's not hot. I like that. To me, that sounds great. To me, like 60s, you know, and like 50s to 60s and overcast. I mean, that's Seattle. That's great right there. And then, you know, in the summer, it will be like in the 70s, and that's just beautiful because it's all green and it's nice, and, you know, you barely get it clear, but when it's clear, man, it is clear. Yeah, we write our date backwards. We used Fahrenheit, not Celsius. I use Kelvin myself, if I'm being honest. Okay, I'm not. 117, that's insane. It did get to, you know, well over 100 here, though, this summer, which is not my cup of tea. And I do like cups of tea, but not that one. Well, hope you guys enjoy me just not progressing, and I won't progress. Yeah, I think you're right there, SG, but I'm going to try it another couple, like 500 times and see. The Run Club, like a got a free coffee? Nice. They just meet up and run places or like marathon or like what's the goal? Just to run or to meet people and run or to run a certain distance or amount? Oh, okay, 5K. Gotcha. I've gotten close a couple times here, but not good enough. I'm just not good enough. I'm not skilled at flipping this sausage enough. It is a very floppy sausage. I mentioned that when we were just looking at the game, but like, I don't know. I've grilled a lot of sausages and or hot dogs over the years, and never had it quite this floppy. Oh, nice. See, that's it. I've never been a fan of running. I just running for the sake of running doesn't interest me. I don't find it fun. I don't enjoy it. I'm glad that people do, but I do not. But you're playing a sport, so like you got basketball tonight. That sounds great. Hockey I play, but it's not like, that's not running, but it's certainly, cardio, and I love that. Playing something like soccer makes sense, or ultimate frisbee, like anything like that. I like that a lot. Didn't have it. Didn't have enough zhuzh. Didn't have enough oomph. Enough zazz. Gotta get the zazz up. Gotta zazz it up. Okay. I wonder if I keep like if I flop it, if I like bounce it a couple times, will that be enough? Will that get it going? I don't like how this bird is looking at us. It's judgy, it's very much judging the whole experience. Oh, that's enough. Okay, I got it. Beer cans. I'm curious because like our standard beer can is 12 ounces. It's just like it's not even a pint. But you can get tall boys. You can get 16 ounces. That's a pint. And then you can also get even larger than that. But just depends on what it is. But is that not the standard size? The kids would say it's giving Marie Antoinette. I tried to describe that to somebody once. It was like my brother of just like we were just being unks, and I actually am an uncle now. But just the whole it's giving is so stupid. I know I'm just an old man yelling at clouds, but why do these kids nowadays say things like that? It's giving? But like we would just say, oh, it's giving, and I forget the example I used, but we were playing something and like, oh, well, it's giving serial killer because like we were talking about Tarkov or something, and talking about Tagilla or giving roid rage. I don't know. It's just like I don't even know what giving Marie Antoinette would mean, but like. I'm trying to think. Oh, you mean the bird was giving us Marie Antoinette? Because I was like, I didn't see anything that was Marie Antoinette related. Yeah, I know I'm just biased because I'm like, yeah, I prefer 90s and 80s and whatever lingo, and but it's just kind of silly. There's a lot of those things. It's giving is one of those that I just use English, use your words. But another one is, oh man, why can't I think of? Oh man, there's a few. There's just some of those like Zoomer lingo, like slang or whatever that I hate. Bet. I like that one. Just it's ultimate old guy stuff of just like, no, you could actually say the thing, bet. Hey, you want to go out on a date? This weekend? If the girl says bet, I'm like, all right, maybe not. See, I guess I don't know how 285 milliliters is because I thought 275 was 12 ounces, but no, 250. I'm trying to think of a can. Oh, wait, I have a can right here. It's 12 ounces. No, this is 355. Okay, so this is quite a bit bigger. Okay. So that's what? You probably have like a 10 ounce or something like that, 8 ounce. I'm trying to think of what a Red Bull is. That's 8 point something ounce, I think. Maybe it's just 8 ounce. But you're saying 4.8 to 4.9% alcohol, ABV, which I will say a lot of our beer is even less. We might have beer that's only like 3% alcohol, but that's light beer. Where the beers I like IPAs, which are by expectation, I would say a 5% IPA is low. I would say it's normally in the like 6 to 8. You might get a little bit more, you might get less depending on what it is. But IPAs, my go-to beer is, I would say, in that 6 to 7 range. It can be more, can be less. But that's what I like. And then of course you can get stuff more. You can get double IPAs, which are going to be like in the 8 to 12 ABV range, which is hefty. It's starting early onset Republican. We had Pink Sparkles here, and she always was just adamant that I would be running for president. And I don't think I have my presidential thing here anymore. Do I not? I guess the closest thing I got is this. There we go. I might even have the presidential thing on this screen. I think I do, but it might be my old name. I do not call soda pop. I call it soda. Now, I would accept soda pop, but I do not call it pop. That's something I never really liked. I like soda. If you want to call it soda pop, that's fine. That's not incorrect. But to me, soda is the phrase for me. She was and is right. I am now actually of age that I could run for president. That would not work out for me. That would be really bad. I would get eviscerated. People would just pull up this stream and be like, you really want this guy as your president? Yeah, see, I would never drink something like Bud Light. I don't like most beers with light in it, and it's just bad beer. Like, if you're going to drink something that's worth drinking. Now, I will say, playing hockey, I will oftentimes bring light beer for the crew because after like physical exertion, you don't necessarily want a thick IPA. Not everybody likes them anyway. So like I buy plenty of light beer and I can enjoy it. I'm not a snob. I do like, but it wouldn't be my go-to. But if I'm going to drink light beer, I'm going like Miller Lite. I'll go Rainier beer because Rainier's originally from my neck of the woods in Washington State. I believe it's from Olympia. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe it is Seattle. Olympia beer, that's also another lighter beer, like I don't know if it's a Pilsner or what, but I would say I would drink Rainier or Olympian or Miller Lite, any of those over Bud Light, but I don't like, I don't know, again, sometimes I would say a Rainier beer is a good, it's named Rainier because of Mount Rainier, which is, again, where I'm from. I would say it's a good hockey beer, and it's also a good, like, fishing beer. Because, once again, if you're out in the hot sun all day, you don't really want to be drinking a high alcohol volume drink. You just don't. I don't know where you got that. USA doesn't think Australia is a country? You're saying we don't think it's a country? I definitely think it's a country. It's also a continent, which I think that changed. When I was a kid growing up, like in school, they would always say, there's the 7 continents, and Australia was considered its own. I don't think they teach that anymore. I think they call it Oceania because it includes like New Zealand. Tell me, like, you guys are younger than me, so like maybe you would know. I know, King Cat, you're certainly younger. APC, you're way younger. I would love to go to Australia. I really would. I'm at one point hung out with some Australians in Alaska. My dad knew them from work, and they came, and they were like the coolest dudes. We just stay up late drinking and talking and whatever, and then fishing all day. It was great. It was a good time. And I hear there's some really good fishing in Australia. I go fish for some barramundi, mate. Get yourself a big old fish. And they were kind of like terrified of being in the ocean, or sorry, not in the ocean, in the river, because in Australia where they fish, they do not get in the river. And because, there's crocodiles, there's venomous snakes, there's things that just danger, where that's not really the case in Alaska. You do have to worry about like bears and moose and stuff, but like you're not in the water. You're not getting hit by that anyway. Yeah, Oceania. So that's it. Like when I was growing up, that was not a thing. So I would fail one of those like, hey, name the 7 continents, because I would say, just that's what I was taught growing up. I was told it was Australia. So I would not have said now, because we've had this conversation, and I was the one to bring it up, but that was somewhat new knowledge to me. It was always, Australia was the continent, but it's Oceania. Yeah, I've seen those guys. They call it barramundi, and apparently it was just a real nice big fish. I saw some. I think they were mean looking sons of guns too, kind of like pike, northern pike. or like what the heck is the call? It's a alligator gar or whatever gar. But that's yeah. Anyway, yeah, you'll be 23, man. Oh, I'm so old. And I will say Oceania does make sense because it does include things that are not like Australia. Yeah, you can call it a continent. It's a big chunk of land. It's freaking Australia's huge, but it doesn't include like that means there are many masses of land that just aren't on a continent. That's kind of weird. So Oceania would remedy that. Okay, this one isn't, I'm going to say hard. I just haven't really been paying attention. You just have to really land it in the middle up there. You're not going to get it on the sides. You really just got to land it flat in the middle. Australia is a country unlike Canada or Belgium. Belgium getting some shade. Oh man, that could have been a thing. All right, well, we're not doing great. We're not doing the worst. Oh. Well, and I mean, America's huge as well. I mean, it just is. And there's so many different cultures and so many different, it's hard to like, and I will say there are some overarching things that are unique to America. So you could like make blanket statements about certain parts of America, but it's like the South is so much different than the East. The East is so much different than the West, and we're all American, and you know, any amount of thoughts or beliefs can be ingrained at any time. Like, you know, there's certainly a lot of bleed over because it's all just America, but there's a vast difference between, which I don't know. I mean, does like Australia have that? Because Australia's huge and, you know, some of those locations are really spread out, but do they all feel or like kind of seem the same? Because as a dumb American, when you think of Australia, you just think of Australia. You know, I don't know if Melbourne's actually any different than Perth or whatever. I just don't. Like, I don't really know that. But, like, I certainly know that Texas is very different from the Pacific Northwest. Or Alaska is very different from New York, you know, certainly. And then even things like Canada. I tend to think, because I'm a dumb American, that, like, a lot of Canada is the same. But I know for a fact, like, Quebec is very different from Vancouver because it's French Canadian versus just Canadian. So anyway. But see, I guess that's it. Like, it doesn't surprise me that, like, Melbourne would be different than Perth, but, like, I don't know how. And I know how, like, Texas is different from Philly, or, like, Pennsylvania, I should say. But even that, Philly is different than the rest of Pennsylvania. You know, it's a very distinctly, like, I don't know. There's a lot of different mini cultures and whatnot. I got no problem with you guys, but you're all freaking weird and you should stop. Like, okay. Spoon? Spoon man. How the heck? This is not cool. I don't like that. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. Spoon man, come together with your plan. Save me. This one feels like there's going to be a lot of luck involved. Yeah, actually, I remember that we talked about that last time. You had some, you had like, you named all of them, like pretty much all of the grunge bands. Because even like Sonic Youth, I don't know any Sonic Youth. I'm sure I've heard some songs, but I know like the big ones, whether it be Soundgarden, obviously Nirvana. I love Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Stone Temple Pilots. And I think we talked about that last time. I do not like nu metal at all. I can't think of a single nu metal band that I like. I mean, maybe there could be some that kind of, I don't know. I'm just not a fan. It's like Limp Bizkit. That is like the quintessential nu metal, I think. I don't know. Or are they rap rock? I don't know. Either way, I really don't like Limp Bizkit. It is NU metal, I believe. I don't know why. Because like, I don't know. I actually don't know why they call it that. And I never liked Linkin Park. I don't know if is Linkin Park nu metal? They're certainly in that like Limp Bizkit range where there's kind of like rap rock going on, and I don't know, people love like, what is it, Charles Bennington, whatever his name was, the guy for Linkin Park. People really like him, and apparently he's a very good singer. I just don't like it. Chester Bennington. That's crazy. Yeah, my bad. Chester Bennington. Yeah. Watch for sausage. Here's one. Why was I thinking Charles? Well, Chester, Charles, Chuck. No, never liked Linkin Park. I still have a Linkin Park Meteorola, whatever the hell it is. I just said the same thing like 5 times. Meteora? I forget what it's called. I have one that a friend's sister burned for me, on CD back from whenever it came out. She's like, "Oh, you got to check this out." And I like just never even liked it. How dare you say his name wrong? Rest in peace. I haven't heard any of the new stuff, but they got a gal singer, right? Watch out, the kids will think you actually burned something. Yeah. Well, back in my day, we used to burn CDs, and I don't mean we would destroy them. We would take a CD, pop it in the old computer, and we'd make a copy off of a blank CD, and you would have to write what was on it. And sometimes you'd make a mixtape. Now, mixtapes start from cassette tapes, which cassette tapes, they were little things that you'd put in a chunker, and you'd hit the thing, and it'd go click, and then you could rewind it and record over it, and you could record things from like the radio and make the gal, the sweetheart that you had your eye on, a mixtape. Yeah, what is radio? Well, you see, back in my day. Well, radio still exists. I just don't know if anybody listens to it. Stop, my hair is turning more gray. I mean, we're all getting there. Is that like a long podcast? Yeah, but even more annoying. Because the problem with radio is the amount of advertisements. Holy crap. I remember, like, I would, when I was driving into work every day, I wouldn't necessarily listen to the music on the radio, but I had a couple local radio shows that I found to be very funny that I would listen to, or insightful or whatever. And, it'd be different. On the way to work, it'd be, one radio group. And on the way back, oh, Invisible Man, how dare you? Get it first try. Just do it. Okay, well, whatever. I wonder if it's the Thinker again. He just happens to be asleep. Because he did have kind of like, I think I might have hit his back and it arched a little bit. I never really, never really watched much in MTV. Let's get you back to your room. You have more sausage to throw. Okay. But see, yeah, don't like the Beastie Boys either. I really don't. I probably like Korn even less. Nah, I don't know. I really don't like Korn. I don't know almost any Korn. I know like Freak on a Leash. I think that's like it. Ooh, ah, 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 ah. Am I right? That's a different band. Oh! No. Yeah, and that's it. There were some shows I probably watched on MTV, but like watching MTV for music, I don't think I like ever really did. I don't like Slipknot either. Maybe I could like some, but any I've heard, like there's some sick parts, but then he starts singing or something. I don't like Slipknot. Didn't just like something huge happen with Slipknot? Like they like lost an original member or something because he was being a jerk or something. I don't know. There was somebody that I think is now out of Slipknot that was with it forever. I really don't like Beastie Boys. That might be even worse than Limp Bizkit. Nah, it's probably not worse. They both, I very much dislike them. You did mention, where was it? Did you say System of a Down? I love System of a Down. He slipped. I'll see myself out. Oh, not that. Really? Well, the glue's stuck on me. Apparently, it's not actually working, though. Like, does it need to slow down? Is it actually going to work? Yeah, just stop. Just chill. Chill, my sausage. Oh, there it goes. I knew it seemed like it was slowing down. So I was like, eventually it'll count. Shoe. Shoe. Shoe time. They're not even close to the same. Serge Tankian is an incredible vocalist, and Limp Bizkit is like rap rock, and they're like totally... System of a Down is like metal, which I love metal. They're like maybe alternative metal, but they're not... That's like saying you don't like Limp Bizkit, but you like Tool? They're not even in the same realm. Tool is amazing. Tool is one of my favorites. If you compare that to like Beastie Boys... Sure, Limp Bizkit was before, but that doesn't make them inherently better, in my opinion. I know I'm sorry, I don't want to be dissing bands that you like, but like there's plenty of bands that were around well before bands I like. That doesn't make them better. Like you can improve on things after the fact. And System of a Down doesn't have any rap in it. System of a Down is just like metal and really good singing. Oh man. Don't like Rage Against the Machine. I know that is sacrilege to so many people. Do not like them. I also don't like 9 Inch Nails. I very much despise 9 Inch Nails. All right, we got some slippery butter. Now, you guys are cooking up, I don't know about sausage, but you guys are cooking up hot dogs. What do you guys cook it in? Because I tend to just be a little bit of butter. A little slice of butter, slap it in the old pan on a little, medium warmth. I've not been working on music at all, and it's kind of sad because like I would really like to. I have metal bands I would like to be a part of. I would love to start writing again for like just me, like solo singer-songwriter stuff. I was all really excited because I was hoping to start playing shows again, and I like put out some emails to local venues, and I love early Metallica. Their first 4 albums, their 5th one's okay. That's the Black Album, but their first 4 albums are like perfect from front to back. Just about. Mustard, touch of dried onions, voila. I was just thinking, like, do you cook it in anything? Do you cook it in oil? Do you cook it in... Now, if I'm on the grill, no, absolutely not. But if I'm cooking it up in a pan like we got here, if I'm doing sausage, I think I would use avocado oil, maybe olive oil. Olive oil would probably be what I'd go for. But olive oil has such a low heat point, like a smoke point. So avocado oil is just like, you can get it way hotter. But I'm not usually cooking sausage at very high temperature anyway. But yeah, if I'm doing it on the grill, I just slap it on the grill. It's fine. It's good as is. But yeah, if I'm doing... See, I don't like the Deftones either. Why? How do we just dislike all of like the opposite bands? Speaking of Korn, indeed. Now, I like Korn, just not the band with a K. Rolling, 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 rolling. What? Come on. Oh, it's such an annoying voice. But Limp Bizkit and man, I can't. I can believe, because I'm incredible. Have you seen my stream? Have you seen me? Have you looked? Have you gazed upon? Oh, did I just see... Wait. Did somebody mention... Am I just crazy? Oh, yes. I love Pantera. You mentioned Pantera. Now, Pantera is metal. They're certainly... But they're like groove metal. Like Metallica's metal, but it's like thrash. Or at least early stuff. But even that, it's not like super thrashy. Some of it is. Some of it is a bit on the thrashier side. But you look at like the band Death. But that's more like death metal, I guess. They were kind of the starter of that. No, I would have been like 8 years old. Woodstock, 99. 8 or 9. Is the glue stick actually hard? Because I wasn't even like looking. I was like looking over at chat, I'm pretty sure, when I did it. Hours? I would not play this game for hours. All right, later there, King Cat. Thank you so much for stopping by. Not even stopping by. I mean, you were here for like all of it. I really appreciate it. Best of luck, getting to sleep and with work tomorrow. I don't have work tomorrow because I'm apparently just not cool. I'm just living this unemployed life. Oh, it's fun employed. I can say it all I want. That doesn't make it any more fun, actually. I am glad I don't have an early shift tomorrow. I do not want to get up early. I'm not going to lie. I do have to get up for that interview pretty early on Wednesday. I've never listened to any Kid Rock, and I've never heard anything I would like. I would put Kid Rock with all of those others as like, I just dislike. Kid Rock, I also dislike. I feel like they're in the same realm as Limp Bizkit and Beastie Boys and all that. Like, I don't like it. And it's also, I feel like it's really trashy. I don't know. I do not like Kid Rock. I can't say I've listened to much, but like Ba with the Ba is like his number one hit. It's the biggest thing, and I really dislike that. So if his other stuff is anything like that, and I feel like I've maybe heard one other song, and I was like, yeah. I also don't like, man, it's like rap country rock. Not my thing. Not my thing. People can like what they like. I just don't like that. We actually got really close. You guys didn't see it when I was in the whatever you call it, like the other scene, the alleyway scene. I got really close to beating it. It was like one lucky one. I think I only did it for like one, but it was stopping. It was stalled and then kind of just went over the left side there. It was kind of like that, but it actually stalled a little bit longer even. I don't know Jay-Z. I really don't. I can't. I think like isn't the only song that I can think of is like I Got 99 Problems. Isn't that's Jay-Z? That's so weird. Linkin Park did a song with Jay-Z. Now Jay-Z is like straight up rap, right? Like maybe I haven't listened to him, so like maybe some of it ends up being a little bit R&B, kind of like Tupac. There are some songs that are just straight up like gangster rap, and then other songs like that's a little bit more R&B side. Like he's still rapping, but yeah, I think 99 Problems is the only song I know from him. I don't really know like a lot of rap. I mean, I know I like some rap quite a bit, but like I don't know Jay-Z. I don't know Kanye, which everyone freaking loves Kanye, or at least used to. I guess now people don't like him for other reasons. I'm sure they still like his music. I never listened to like Usher, but I don't think that is in the same realm really. I do like some Tupac. I dislike his more R&B stuff, or like one of his most popular songs I dislike, at least I don't remember liking it at all, was it like Dear Mama? I don't like that one. SG, you gonna make some sausages? I know what you're actually making. We're just, yeah, it's got sausages in front of us. That was good. Nice. Nailed it. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say it hits, but like, I don't know. I really dislike, if I remember correctly, California Love or whatever. California, I don't even remember. What is it? But it's one of Tupac's, also one of his most popular, California something. I really like Ambitions as a Rider. That's one of my favorites. It's probably my favorite Tupac. Hit 'Em Up's good. I like... Why can't I think of the other... Oh my gosh. Just because I keep hearing this. There's a few. Yeah, California Love. Don't like that song. Yeah, I'm not that. Thumbs up. Man, we nailed that foot. That's a weird thing to say. But we beat that like on the first throw, right? We've done that a few times. Where it's like we just beat it immediately. Apparently the glue trap or the glue stick was very difficult. I've never listened to Post Malone. I know people say he's great. And I think he's actually a really good singer. But is he rap? Because like, I feel like I've seen him do like Rooster or something. Like he's sang some songs and he was like killing it. But that does happen where like, you know, they might be a rapper or like an R&B or something. You think of like T-Pain. T-Pain is actually a very good singer. I don't listen to T-Pain, but like he's a very good singer. He's country now? Huh. I think I went to his bar when I was in Nashville. Nashville is crazy. How many freaking bars? Like every single artist just has a restaurant or a bar. It's ridiculous. Like, come on, guys, do something original. You don't all need a bar. Some of them were pretty cool. And it would be weird because like some of the buildings, it would be like 3 bars in one, but every level was like a different. It was like, oh, this is Brad Paisley's, this is Post Malone's, this is whatever, and like the roof is different. It was kind of cool, but it's like, geez, why? Kid Rock certainly had a restaurant. I think I'm pretty sure. And then again, you just like every artist had their own. It's like, I don't know, and you could buy their merch, and you could do, I don't know, it was fine. I heard that. Didn't the Tool singer just open it up in like Arizona? I think I didn't click on the article, but I saw that. I love sushi. I love Tool. It is a little weird. Maynard's kind of an interesting fella. He's a strange dude. Good on him, though. He's just doing stuff he likes. I assume he likes sushi. He likes wine because he has, what is it, Caduceus or Caduceus? I don't know. He has his own wine label. Is that also in Arizona? Like maybe there's the grapes are really good in Arizona because of the heat or something. Yeah, I don't think like Maynard's the kind of guy I would interact with and like enjoy it. I don't think we'd be friends, but man, the guy can freaking sing, and he's got, oh man, he's a cool dude. With garbage? What do you mean? I'm a little confused by what you mean there. They headline a festival in Australia, but with garbage? Is Garbage the name of a band? They headlined with Garbage. Or they just had Garbage all around. It was just Garbage the band. Okay, I'm not familiar with Garbage. They sound like garbage. I did not mean to drop the sausage there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm about done with this. Like, I'm not like getting mad about it. I'm just like, okay, I get it. I get the shtick. We've been doing this for a while now. I've been streaming for almost 3.5 hours. I might just call it here pretty soon. I know we have thousands of people watching, just holding their breath. Oh, Garbage. Is that? No. Was that No, that's Hole. I think I was thinking of what's her face? person that totally didn't kill Kurt Cobain, right? Courtney Love. I was thinking her. I don't have many opinions about that, but anytime you hear Courtney Love, it's like, oh, you know, she killed him, right? Rugby? That is not a rugby ball. That's a football. Rugby is different, right? Hey, APC, you're Australian, right? Like, is that a rugby ball? I feel like rugby balls are more rotund and usually white with like some colors, but that is absolutely a football, not a rugby ball. I gotta look that up. That's no okay. So good. I was like, that is certainly not the same. Rugby's freaking rad. It's not popular here, and I was like, that's not a rugby ball. That is absolutely the old pigskin. Now you could play rugby, like if you just wanted to, you could play it with a football. It would be very similar. You could still kick it, you could still underhand, lateral it. You could do all those things. It might be a little different. Like a rugby player wouldn't prefer that because it would have different aerodynamics, kick slightly different. But the NFL's coming to Melbourne now. You just mean like for a? Oh man, if we could actually sort it, that'd be great. I'm sure that's not the case, but that'd be great. Just for like a game, like do you know who's playing? Because I will say they've been trying to make it in the UK, and there's always like a couple games per year in the UK. It used to be one. They would do like one game because they're trying to bring it to the UK. And there's even been talks of like them wanting to have a team, which would be interesting, but it would be really annoying for probably the fans because they'd have to watch them over in America when like it's 2 a.m, 3 a.m. or something. Okay, that's cool. I mean, hey, I'm all for it. I just it does make it a little challenging when it comes to this is gonna suck. This is where this is the first one we've had that moves. This is where it gets hard. Yeah, this is probably where we quit. This is gonna be impossible. I'm never gonna beat this one. Now that's not entirely true. You could, if you can like bounce it right in the middle. But the thing is, you almost have to set one. Like, throw this one away. We're just going to try to set it for the next. Oh, almost got it, actually. 49ers versus Rams. I hate them both. They're both in the Seahawks division. So I don't even have one that I would prefer to win. I will not be watching that game. Plus, it'd probably be very early or late for my time. But hey, I mean, that'd be a good game for people who aren't necessarily fans. I mean, they're probably, I don't know. I'm not a 49ers or Rams fan, but that's probably a pretty heated rivalry because it's both California, different parts of it. And yeah, I don't know. And they're in the same division, obviously. So as a Seahawks fan, I dislike both because, for one, the Rams, I feel like always have the Seahawks number. They're just freaking beat us all the time. And then I would say the 49ers are the biggest rivalry, but it's kind of cooled down because they just sucked for so many years in a row. Yeah, I remember you said that. You liked Brady, which I never disliked him. I'm not a Patriots fan, and he was a Buccaneer. Like, I never liked those teams, but it's hard to dislike somebody who's that good. He was very good at what he did, and he was a very good quarterback, and I didn't specifically hate him. Yeah, pretty cool that the Seahawks won it again, because really, they should have won it, like, back-to-back that one time, and it's been a while. It was like, what, 2014, 2013? It was cool to see him win again. You help us win the Super Bowl. Hey, I'll take it. Take all the help we can get. That was close. That could have been it. Yeah, very different teams and different sides of the. So like, there's no rivalry, but my two teams are the Seahawks and the Eagles. I don't really have any. There's some others I don't mind, but I wouldn't say I like any others. Oh, are you saying because why can't I think of his name? Michael Dixon. He is Australian and he was a rugby player, and man, he's one of the best freaking punters to do it. Yeah, I like. Yeah, he was very consistent. He's a very good punter. Who's the Eagles? Australian. I can't think of who that would be. Coop's not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of who. Oh, geez. Man. Okay. I think, oh, really? Yeah, I guess I can't think of who that would be. I'm trying to think of, I mean, I like the Eagles, and I thought I would have known that, but I guess I knew that the Seahawks had an Australian guy, but I didn't, I can't think of who that is for the Eagles. Or was for the Eagles. All right, guys, you think we call it here? I think this is probably a good place to stop. We've been streaming for quite a while. This is entertaining, but it's like, this is just going to be a challenge. I don't know if people really like it. It's not like we're getting flooded with views, but maybe we play it in the future. I certainly feel like we got SG's money's worth here. A couple bucks. But this is, like I said before, this isn't really the kind of game that is going to make me rage. I didn't know he was Australian. That's cool. You know, this is fun. I will say, like, it is, and it is challenging, like, and it is unique. I don't dislike it, but it's not gonna be I think some people would absolutely rage. Now, I could play it up. I could really. We're just chatting. You know, we're just hanging. I could like make myself rage about it. But this one really increased the difficulty, and I'm not like. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're like, I gotta win. That was it for me with like. Getting over with Bennett Foddy, or some of those kind of games where it's like I feel like I'm getting better, or like, oh, I'm suddenly getting worse. I need to get back to how I was doing before. Here I'm just like throwing a sausage at a plank, and it's going to take a long time, and when I get it, it'll probably be lucky. I wonder if I can just reset. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I knew he was like Samoan. I guess I just didn't know. That's cool. I wonder, can you restart a level? Because, no, honestly, I should be doing this if I really want to. Because, oh, I messed it up. I need to reset is the problem. Like, I'm just not. And I keep just flipping it back and forth. It's never actually going to make any progress the way I'm doing it. But anyway, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I don't know if we'll be streaming too much more. If I'm really feeling it, maybe I'll stream tonight. I just have not. I did get a quick snack, but I had breakfast and nothing since, and I'm kind of getting a little peckish. So I might want to go get a, get some food or something. You can reset. Yeah, there might be a button or something, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But resetting would be the way to do this easier. Oh, well, that did it apparently. Because what I would do is just reset it every time and hope that I get the best. Oh, okay, so that's a way you can reset it. Gotcha. You just literally go to the pause menu and then reset. But this is probably how I would beat this level. Because, like, you can reset it yourself just by hitting it, but that means you're doing double the amount of, whatever you call them, flips, technically. Did I just get it on? No, I was going to say, did I just get it on my first try? Not first try, but after resetting it there. But yeah, anyway, this has been fun. It really has. We played some Metal Gear. I wouldn't mind streaming that again so we can actually beat it. I just got frustrated that I lost my save and lost, like, I don't know, a good deal of progress. But I don't know. Again, I'd stream here and there off and on over the years. And while I currently do not have a job, I may be streaming more. But again, that could change very soon if I end up getting that job on Wednesday, and depending on like the schedule, I don't know if I'll be able to stream much. I don't know if I'll want to stream if I'm, working a lot. So anyway, no promises, but hey, I might stream tonight, might stream tomorrow. We'll see how she goes. We might play more of this. Maybe we'll do some more Metal Gear. Maybe we'll play that Endocopia game. I'm very interested to see. I don't know if that's a good game to stream though. I'm not really sure. So anyway, it seems like a lot of people were watching, but a lot of people were watching like one streamer, 6,000 people watching and like 5,800 were one streamer. So don't think I'm going to get a slice of that pie. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm going to stop blathering on and on and on and on. With that, This is Durf Gibble saying goodbye.